It is Tuesday at 6:30 PST, the Lord's time. Welcome to the show. And let's see. Thank you for joining us, everybody. We are joined by Animation Overload, the beautiful MAJI Chan, and the also beautiful Matt from BATTMURK, the metal cartoonist, the man, the myth, the legend.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. Ride. There, but yeah. No, those would be some good lyrics to add for our deal. But we're not as hardcore as Nurse John over here. That's what I like to call him in my head, Nurse John. Anyway, thank you all for coming. This is like because we had some rearranging we had to do behind the scenes. MAJI has definitely watched this movie. And have you seen this movie?
No.
That's fine. Matt and I have seen this movie, and you guys can just comment on the beautiful, horrible things we're going to talk about in relation to this movie. What I like about Matt is one of the things is that he always finds like all these very obscure titles, and like he likes some mainstream stuff too. He likes fun movies too, but he also likes these really good movies that not enough people have seen, and this is definitely one of them. And I can kind of see why. There's nothing commercial about this movie at all. No one pictures Vince Vaughn, the stoic action hero, and he's not even an action hero here. He's just a very stoic, serious individual.
Yeah.
Johnny Douglas. I have to do his voice.
I have never seen this movie, so I have a lot to contribute. Most of it will sound like I'm talking about obscure Sonic the Hedgehog comic book lore, though.
Anyway, that's what. Love you, John. That's how we all know that's how he sounds. All right. Oh no, it's great. So when I was talking to Matt behind the scenes, we're talking about his comic and a lot of stuff going on. But one of the things I said was I have to kind of just give a criteria and let the guest. We like to let the guests pick the movie whenever possible. I said, all right, I'm going to make it challenge impossible. Pick a movie post 2020.
Right. That was pretty hard.
It's hard. Yeah. And the first movie he says is the Viking movie, The Northman. Yeah. I'm like, we literally just did that.
See, I know that movie.
Yeah.
Well, we've already talked about that movie, MAJI. If you guys see a red creature in the background, we have an infestation in this house.
Is that one of the things?
Yeah, this is one of the things. Oh, actually, the red shirt. That's pretty funny. Hey, say hi.
How you doing?
Hi, Mini
We got some of those in the other room too.
Can I stay with you?
Yeah, you can sit with me. Just for a minute though, okay?
Hi.
Hello.
Remember the rule at our house: kids are to be seen and not heard.
Wait.
No, I'm kidding.
What kind of game is he playing?
she playing. That's true. That's MAJI. She's playing Fallout 76 because she believes in pain and suffering to grow herself.
I want to play that game.
That is Elliot. Hey, get going. Go read with your brother. That's the rule.
I can't read it.
No, get going. First time, go. Okay, anyway, but we are going to be talking about the Brawl in Cell Block 99. And I'm very happy that Matt picked this film. It didn't fit the criteria, but he was really struggling picking anything made in the last 6 years. And I honestly can't blame him. But no, this movie was really surprising. And you meant that, Matt, you mentioned that this is the movie that made you like Vince Vaughn and convince you that he was an actual actor, not just comedian.
I thought he was really good in Psycho. You know, I mean, I think the movie they should have did some bigger swings with it because it was shot for shot a remake. You know, even with Vigo being in there and Danny Elfman doing the score, it was still cool. But I think that, you know, with that movie, but it wasn't with what he did. He brought like a new look to Norman. He had the long hair, so it looked really creepy. You know, and you couldn't really tell it was him for a while. You know,
so plus he's so tall. He's always tall. People always underestimate how tall, like. Because they like obviously movies. Well, heck, we watched Conan the other day. They made Arnold look as big as Chamberlain way too often in that movie. I'm like,
Destroyer, yeah,
they are not the same size kind of person. It's really shocking when you see what they look like not in front of a camera.
Oh yeah,
but yeah, and like so in a lot of movies, like when someone as tall as Vince Vaughn, like 6'4", they try to make him look a little more measurable, so to say.
Yeah, he's definitely a well, he's like a mainstay with the director now. He's like his Kurt Russell as to Carpenter, or Trejo is to Rodriguez, you know.
Or what's that creepy little actor who always works with Nolan, Christopher Nolan? He's in the Batman films. He's in all. He's Oppenheimer. That guy. What's his name?
Oh, yeah.
You know who I'm talking about, though.
Cillian Murphy.
Yeah, Cillian Murphy. Good actor, but like. You can always tell when a director has a couple of favorites. You're like, I've seen you.
Actually, he did screen tests with the suit on, with the Val Kilmer suit on. They're out there. I wouldn't pick them, you know, but he was perfect for Scarecrow, I think.
Oh yeah, no, he's very creepy. It's like one of my sister's favorite movie growing up was Red Eye. Where,
okay.
That's actually a pretty good film overall.
Yeah, solid film.
Yeah, it's one of those films that proves you don't need giant elaborate sets to make a really good film, because majority of that movie is made like on a plane or a
tube. Yeah, yeah, cylinder.
And speaking of films that don't need a lot, this film is a great example of that, because the sets are they're good, but there's nothing to them.
Right.
It's like a couple of homes, and then whatever they used for like some of the outdoor prison shots, and then the progressively more hellscaped prison system that he went through.
Right.
And, like, I'm like, this is ruining your life, like the speedrun edition, man. This is like every bad choice you can make for a good reason was made in this case. And I was worried. I had a couple worries nearing the end of the story that proved to be unfulfilled. But yes.
What's that video?
That is a video of me yelling at the screen. All right. Go read. Okay. First time.
I can't read.
Well, no. Go have Grandma read to you. Go. But yeah, no. So what was it about how did you find this movie, Matt? I know you like to look for somewhat more obscure films, but what brought you to this particular film in your memory?
Sure. We were going through a dry spell of westerns for a long time, but the ones that we did get, they were usually really good.
Bone Tomahawk,
like,
yeah.
You know, we get Appaloosa or whatnot, and then I'm just like a big Kurt Russell fan, and then I saw he was doing a horror western, in which
what's up, Bill?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey,
welcome to the show. Have you seen this movie, Bill?
I didn't even know what movie was this week, because
I know we were talking about it in the group chat for the host, but we didn't share it early enough for everybody else to know about it. But yeah, no, it's the Brawl in Cell Block 99. It's this like 2017 movie?
17.
Yeah, I've heard it. I think I've heard I think I've heard of this one. I just haven't seen it. It looked interesting.
Bill, you would really like this. Like the way it starts off, it's so desaturated, and then by nearing the end, I'm like, some of these shots are looking like a Renaissance painting of a very unfortunate scene. Yeah, no,
right.
it's
A lot of them.
Hold on. You say a very unfortunate scene. Is a man's butthole compromised?
No,
not on camera.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of implied. There's just not. You don't have enough time, really, without spoiling it. But I suppose we will be spoiling it. But yeah,
it's got to move around a bit in here.
so you found the director through Bone Tomahawk, Matt, and then you that brought you to this movie.
Yeah, I love Bone Tomahawk just because, like, I'm a really big fan of like westerns, and I love the subgenre of horror. With weird westerns, usually what they call them, or horror westerns. And that's what I did. I spent 10 years on a book character called Butch Cleaver doing that. And I kind of taught myself how to make comics with that character. Still am, but so I found that, and then I'm a big Kurt Russell stan, and I found out he was doing a movie called Bone Tomahawk, and it sounds like my character Butch Cleaver, and it would just kind of all went, it's a bone, da 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 da. So I was like, oh, perfect. And then you look at the
right
cast,
up your alley.
All-star cast, dude. Like just packed with different, really good actors. That director really landed.
It's very atypical for modern Western hits as well, which was appreciated.
Very Howardian as well. Very Howardian Bone Tomahawk is. In the way that it shifts towards the end, it goes full horror. And so I was, this guy. I'm like, this guy's he's one in a million. He's like an Eggers and a Cosmatos, So
yeah,
I followed his work, and the next one was Brawl, and I was like, okay, Vince Vaughn. All right, I'm not a big fan of Vince Vaughn, and the kid stuff kind of hit or miss with the jokes and whatnot. Other than that, I didn't really like him that much. I thought he was whatever in Psycho. I thought he was okay, but with this, I was just like blown away. I'm like, this guy could do action. He could do this heavy drama. I heard rumblings of True Detective season 2. I never got into it, but I wanted to give it a shot. I
still need to see that show. Still have not seen True Detective.
I didn't finish the first season. Not the whole film. But I didn't finish it, and then I picked this up, and like this is one of my favorite movies ever. Like favorite in the last 10 years. I mean, Northman's good too. I like Northman a lot as well. But
I like Northman, but I'm a little pickier with Edgar's movies. I like his style, but I don't always. I think it works better. His style works better in some films than it does in others for me.
For sure.
It's like for me, Nosferatu is the film for him. Like out of his catalog for me,
that's
like Nosferatu, that's a solid movie, and I thought his style really bloomed properly in that movie in particular.
That's your favorite?
I'd say I haven't seen one yet that I didn't like. I need to sit down and watch The Witch one of these days. I'm sure.
It's fantastic. And all of his movies are going to be that way too. He's not going to, as far as I know, that's what said. They're all going to have cobblestones or whatnot.
I'm already rock hard for his next movie about the werewolf.
Oh, dude.
I'm ready.
Oh, me too. I love werewolf movies.
Yo, what's up, Brian? How's it going, man?
How you doing?
Also, AO, imagine Vince Vaughn as a fighter with a cross tattoo on the back of his skull. That's who we're dealing with in this movie.
Oh.
Yeah, and he's Southern, and he had to get a dialect coach, like, because I watched some of the behind the scenes. I have yet to buy it yet too, because I stopped buying DVDs for a while. So like I have a big DVD and Blu-ray collection, but I stopped probably like maybe 10 years ago, bro. Like right around the time.
Well, it's tough when so much is available on streaming, but every now and again I'm thinking, I'm like, I like next time I move, I'm like, I don't know if I want to have all the streaming available with just the general TV. I haven't been letting my kids watch TV almost at all recently. The last movie they watched was Whispers of the Heart, the Ghibli anime film. Really good film,
movie.
Actually.
Good stuff.
And because they haven't been watching brainless crap for a while, they actually sat down and enjoyed the movie. Shocking to some people.
Right.
But
Giga Chads raise their kid.
Absolutely. Doing my best here, man. But Bill, what was the time that you found an actor, like you had a certain perception of an actor or actress, and you saw a film that kind of blew that away? Because that's kind of that's what this film did for Matt. For me, the thing that did that with Vince Vaughn was Hacksaw Ridge. He was the drill sergeant in that movie, and he's funny, but not in the Vince Vaughn way. He's funny in like a drill sergeant way, and he did play a drill sergent properly. I was impressed.
I never seen it. I gotta watch it.
Bro, that movie is
Mel Gibson,
unbelievable. Right? Yeah, Mel Gibson doesn't know how to make a bad movie.
I got a question of the century for you guys, and I bring this up sometimes when I remember. What's better? What do you got, Gladiator or Braveheart?
Oh, that's so hard, dude.
I'd say Braveheart, but that's because of Irish pride. Fuck the British.
Man.
Actually, both are good.
No, MAJI, that's the correct answer, but he's not giving us an easy out here. Pick one. One, MAJI, commit.
Well, I'd actually rather go back.
You're patriotic. Braveheart, but
coming to them.
It's a tough one. You know, it causes many bar fights. You know,
because both of them are good.
The fighting, the hand to hand, the way it's filmed. I don't know why, but in Braveheart, it just feels more real than most other films. And I can't identify exactly why. It just feels like, yeah, it's like I really like the movie Troy with Brad Pitt and all the whole gang in that. But the fighting doesn't feel like real fighting, and
feels staged and orchestrated, and
very well staged and orchestrated, which kind of lines up with it being a myth made manifest.
Yeah,
but again,
maybe it's like the position of the camera or something.
And some of the effects also.
Yeah. You have these like these superheroes also in Troy, you know?
Yeah. Like throwing knives through armor and stuff. Yeah.
Like the way he jumps up in the air and gets Nathan Jones in the beginning, you know, with the sword and this it's really elaborate, fancy stuff, right? And that part, you know, you're dealing with the Scotsman, the Hillman, you know, and so it's a little.
Perseus, Theseus.
I'm always sad when I see a giant. I always say when I see a giant in a movie like this, I'm like, he's not gonna make it.
Yeah, right.
My big beautiful giant, he'll die very quickly. Yeah. It's always like in these kind of movies, the big guy is never the main character. He's always like the obstacle for somebody else to kill,
or the side piece, or like the sidekick. You know, you don't really get a giant.
Let's call him a sidekick, not the side piece. That sounds. It's like this is my side piece.
Yeah.
That's how I introduce AC at parties. It's okay. His wife said it's fine. But
I'm pretty sure his wife introduces him that way.
Pretty much, yeah.
And you can tell her I said that too.
Oh, she'll be fine. Yeah. Frankly, I'm more scared of her than I would be of AC anyway, so it works out. But
exactly. I love her.
It's like that's actually with a lot of the couples like in the Iron Age and like our kind of circle. It's like I'm definitely more afraid of Albany than Royce for sure. I get like Royce, I'd bully Royce, but like no Albany, no shot. But yeah, for those who haven't seen this movie, it's a fairly simple plot. Like there aren't really side plots. It's you're with Vince Vaughn and he doesn't drop a single joke. Like real joke, maybe the entire movie. Like he's sarcastic one time.
Yeah.
Like maybe one time, and that's it. He doesn't smile. He's the most like straightforward man character I've seen in a film maybe ever.
Yeah.
He doesn't talk. He doesn't brag. He does the only time he's really talking is if he has like a moment in between horrible things happening, or if he is trying to provoke somebody to create a situation. Matt, can you give these guys a basic kind of run through like plot wise, like if you're trying to sell somebody on this film, how would you sell somebody?
So in this film, there's like basically a Southern, dude. he gets out of prison. Yeah, he starts as a mechanic, and he gets fired. His first day of the job, or he's been on the job, and the movie starts out, and he gets fired. He goes home. He finds out his wife is cheating on him, so he attacks his car. That's his car,
but yeah,
maybe a good 30 seconds. Just beats the shit out of his car, and then he has to sit down with her, and it's his wife is played by I forgot her name from Dexter. Great actress. I always forget her name.
The sister Deb from Dexter. Very good actress. I've never seen her do anything halfway in any.
Fantastic. Yeah.
She was even great.
Jennifer
She was even
Carpenter.
great as the crazy chick in White Chicks. The
Yeah.
crazy friend. Like
Right.
Jennifer Carpenter.
best female
Carpenter.
insecure freak out I've ever seen in a film. Period.
All right. And so he they just basically agree to kind of stick it out, you know, because that's just what what they just decide to do. And he just gets back into doing drug dealing, and he gets pretty successful with it. They start getting see their house, starts to get a bigger house, and he gets offered.
Did they mention how long it's been? Because
No.
so it time skips. It doesn't announce itself. It just, you can tell, living in a much larger house, they're happier, doing better, both healthier. It's like, this could have been 5 months, this could have been 2 years, and you'd have no idea.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's doing, he's back in, he's slanging again, and his boss basically tells him, like, hey man, we got this big deal with the cartel. We want you on this. You're gonna have to handle it. So he's like, I think he was, he's like, okay, he takes it. I think he was a little kind of worried about it, but he does it, and then he just tells them, okay, number one thing, we don't shoot cops. We're not shooting any cops. That's not gonna happen. Okay, that's the number one rule. So the caper is they have to go out on the water, and they have to basically believe it's, they have to drop the either drop or pick up the dope from
there's a package weighted down at a specific location. They scuba, they grab it, they bring it back, and as soon as they get back, things go hairy, unfortunately.
Yeah, the cops show up, and they do in fact shoot him. So he ends up shooting some of the cartel members, and he gets arrested. And I believe Homeland Security interviews him, like, why did you do that? And he's like, I'm a patriot, that's why I did it, but I'm not a rat. And so they end up putting him in prison. And what happens is the cartel hires the German dude from Blade, which is Udo Kerr. He's a very skilled surgeon, and he basically tells him in prison, they have him visit Vince Vaughn in prison, and tells him, you're done. You're working for the cartel now. We need you to assassinate certain.
You owe us $2.3 million for the amount that we lost on this investment. We need, and to pay that back, you need to go into maximum security and kill a man that we've requested. And but the catch is, of course, he's not in maximum security.
Cash or credit.
Yeah.
Right.
And the threat, if he doesn't complete this, is that we have a special surgeon from Asia. He will dismember your child in the mother and keep them both alive while this happens. And that's what's under threat at the moment.
It starts escalating too after that,
the escalation comes kind of, it's brutal, dude. Because like, first,
just fantastic, they're just out of this world.
It's like the prison is layers of hell, and how far down it's kind of Dante's Inferno-esque in that way.
Yeah.
He has to graduate essentially. First cell, it's singular, it's rough, but it's not that bad. I think it would be minimum security prison. He'd be fine. But it's like, okay, well, now I'm going to have to do this to protect my wife and child. So I'm going to, instead of serving like 5 to 7 years, I'm going to be serving probably minimum 10, if not much longer. So assaults a couple of people, starts proving that he's a tough guy who doesn't talk about how tough he is, even though he's prompted to multiple times. Goes to maximum security. And then he finds out that the people that he needs to visit are in not cell block 99, which is so much worse than the already much worse maximum security, or as the warden calls it, the minimum freedom facility,
which is,
it's like
Don Johnson.
Don
Johnson in there.
He's great. He's great in
Miami Vice. He was great in the movie, and what they do to him as far as like torture goes, they hook up that shock therapy.
They give him a belt that shocks him, and basically it's like, hey, you got in here and you've earned each time you break a rule, you get 5 points. Each point is about 10 to 12 seconds of being electrocuted, and you've earned 25 points. And so it's rough from the get-go, and then all of this work basically ruining the rest of his life, all to try to save his wife and child, only to find out that when he gets to the deepest level, that it was actually just a trap, and the cartel guy is in there, and he wanted some time to torture and mess with them.
Some back pay.
Yeah, some back pay, as he calls it.
What about the dude like Liu Kang hitting the bag? Remember that? He just kind of boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Remember that?
Yeah.
Because that's like a comical scene. You know what I mean? Like he put that in there. It's humorous. You know, like there's little like, kind of weird, sick, like maniacal senses of humor within the movie. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
And some of the fight scenes, some of the gags. You know, it's kind of got a weird tone to the movie. You know. But
yeah, it's like it doesn't pan away. It doesn't get up close. It just like it's kind of like some of the scenes in Daredevil, some of those fight scenes. If you guys have seen the Daredevil, it's like you see everything, and it's not sped up. It's not faster. It's like it's awkward and it's
brutal.
Yeah, his character is maybe the most efficient, quiet fighter, like tough guy in a movie, tough guy, good guy in a movie I've ever seen. He probably has 40 lines, 50 lines in this whole movie, and he's the main character. He barely talks.
Very, very much like Conan in some regards. I don't know, man. Like what he has to do and to get transferred into cell block. You know, like he doesn't want to do this. You know, like what he did with the guard. You know.
Yeah.
Fight in the hallway, and they tried to get him into the boxing thing. Remember the first guard? It's like we're doing
the
boxing.
First guard, and then he beat the crap out of that guy, huh?
Yeah, pretty bad. You know.
Brutal. And the fighting, I'm like, this is the kind of stuff I saw in street fights. Like this is not what professional fighting looks like. We're seeing like bones popping out of skin. You're seeing knee reversals, elbow reversals. Later with the cartel guys at the end, it's
personality of it. Yeah,
you see jaw detach very brutally, and
the ending is like, you know, I don't know, I didn't see it coming. You never really, you know, I had a feeling, I mean, but you know, you don't really know what's gonna happen. And then his next movie has Vince Vaughn in it as well with Mel Gibson. It's called Dragged Across Concrete. I don't know if you watched that. It's good.
I haven't. I will watch it.
Great. It's a little longer. It's slower, but it's a good caper kind of. It's worth watching at least once. And the ending is unpredictable. And now his next movie he's doing another movie with Vince Vaughn. The next one that they're working on now, and it's going to be a Italian mafia movie, I believe, a biopic type thing with Lone Shark.
I'll watch that. Yeah,
so I'm looking into that too. But I recommend both of them. PK Zoller, or I think that's the name. Yeah, Zoller. Craig S. Zoller? I forgot. I might be getting the names mixed up, but Zoller's definitely his last name. But yeah, for Conan director, dude. That's the one guy I pick over everybody. You know, as soon as I seen these two movies, I was like, dude.
I don't know if he has. Right? I don't know if he can do the scale. Like, but if he can, then I'm all for it, because part of Conan is like the world is so different than our world, and that's one thing that old movies really captured was how it felt like a different planet, almost just this otherworldly scale to things, and otherworldly, the way they dressed, the way they looked. Like it was filmed a lot in Spain and like another spot too. But
yeah, Milius really captured the feel and the tone of Howard in that movie. You know, it was a different Conan altogether, 100%.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Going from the books, but he definitely captured the world, you know, and that's going to be hard because you need something very down to earth. They can't have any shine on it whatsoever. But I think with what Zoller did with the budget constraints with Bone Tomahawk, because those Bone Tomahawks, those are like the picks, you know, those are like the Zingarians that are, you know, that are the Kushites, you know what I mean? That Conan's going up against, the troglodytes in that film. So like this thing with the budget constraints, what he did with these two films, I'm like, dude, give him a couple more bucks. Oh my gosh.
Speaking of men in pain, Herman P. Hunter, in the movie you see broken bones, torn tendons, and spontaneous dandruff. The worst crime of all, as far as physical harm is concerned. But yeah, no, it seems like for most characters, the vice that they had his sack in at the end of that movie, I'm like, I was sitting there, I'm like, what is he going to do? What can he do? The only answer, the only thing he can do.
Right.
I will kill these men, maybe accidentally a guard, and then I will torture him until he tells them to let my wife and child go. Okay, yeah, straightforward. It's so I don't know. It's so out of left field because that's not the move most of the time. And I do appreciate that in movies and books when that sometimes when that happens. It's like whenever the bad guys try to blackmail the main character and they kind of change the paradigm, so to say.
Mm-hmm.
Bill, you're aware of this because you've read the first trilogy of Red Rising, but remember when the Jackal in Morningstar was threatening them? It's like, oh, you guys better listen or these bombs will go off. And it's like, I'll tell her to do it. And then Zero's like, actually, pin him down and rip his tongue out with their bare hands. I'm like, that's also an option. Cool.
That's some Conan shit right there.
Modern solutions.
Modern problems require modern solutions. Yeah. We do not negotiate with cartel members or terrorists or any enemy of Conan. Anyway. But yeah, no, this Bill, you especially, MAJI, I don't know if this film is up your alley or not. But
it
Bill,
doesn't sound like it is, but I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. It's good. How's that sound?
That sounds perfect. That sounds perfect. Bill, you should consider watching this movie. It's tonally very different. I think marketing it would be a nightmare, personally, like in modern Hollywood.
They'd have to shoot it like a Grindhouse commercial and have Tarantino present it, you know.
I think
Tarantino.
I barely pay attention to marketing anymore. I'm like, does the movie sound interesting? Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it doesn't determine whether I see a movie or not.
Audience members, how do those look? Okay, I might give it a watch. I might be like, whatever. This one was one, like I said, I'm pretty sure I've heard of it, and I have seen Bone Tomahawk. I quite enjoyed that one. That one was delightfully all kinds of effed up.
This movie is also that. Yeah. Delightfully so if you're in the mood for a darker story.
Also, real quick before I forget,
yes,
you asked a little bit ago, Kahuna, which actor my opinion changed on? Shovelface. Robert Pattinson.
Oh yeah, people saw him as the Twilight guy for a long time.
For years in my brain, he was only ever the homosexual glittery vampire. Oh. And then I see The Lighthouse, and I'm like,
and then he was in Twilight.
And then I see The Lighthouse, and oh crap, this guy can actually act and do good. This is amazing. He's in a good movie.
I think he was always a good actor, but he got typecast too early. That happens to a lot of like Tom Felton is a good actor too, but he got typecast as a shithead at an early age.
Nice little piece of Pattinson trivia for everyone here listening to the show. In order to prepare for his role in the new Batman movie, Robert Pattinson spent years of his life being known as the guy from Twilight and being angry about it.
He was preparing for the role. He also had to kiss Kristen Stewart. So there's that.
He was a vampire.
That can make any man angry.
Pattinson actually went and made seminars for up-and-coming actors on choosing your roles wisely because you didn't want to be typecast. That's how much he hated that role.
Rule 1, if it's got vampires, don't do it.
I like all these behind-the-scenes interviews that weren't ever published until later. It's like he's talking. It's like these are not good books. Just like talking about Twilight while he's in those.
Doesn't he roast him in like the commentary or something?
A lot of that came out later. They didn't release it with the movies at the time.
That's
I never watched Twilight, but I have a rule: if I could go to a high school play and see better acting, I'm not wasting my money.
I saw the first one.
I read every single book.
Okay, so who's more of a massive?
Like, damn. I watched Underworld instead. It's the same thing, but for adults.
It's like while you were
Underworld is where it's at.
While you were going on dates with heterosexual women, I was mastering the blade. Anyway,
since I didn't see the movie, I'll take drawing requests if someone has someone.
Can you do Kate Beckinsale?
Oh,
Who?
Can he? Actually, can we have Kate killing Twilight vampire, please?
There you go. There you go.
Make him put a chicken and make her gay. Anyway.
I want to revise my statement.
Ouch.
The first
Please.
2 Underworld movies are where it's at. After that, they kind of went downhill.
My favorite's the third one, Rise of Lycans. To me, that I love that one.
Oh,
It's
the
a lot
prequel.
like Legacy
thought it
Kane.
was
I liked it. I thought it was good.
I thought
I
it was,
like them all.
Honestly, the second one is more my.
The
my-
fourth
my-
one
my-
wasn't
didn't
very
impress
good.
me enough to really make me think, oh, yes, this prequel was justified. I was like,
And then
okay, this was
I think
basically
they made a fifth one. I
stuff
can't
we
remember.
already knew, so why?
Bill, respectfully, shut your whore mouth. I'm kidding. It wasn't the strongest film, but there was a lot to like about the Rise of the Lycan. I did like the costuming was strong, the setting was strong. I do feel like they could have done, like, since we kind of already did know the story, they could have done a bit more with it in some ways, story wise and even character wise. But I love
think
what's the name of that
only
actor?
Rank-
Michael Shannon.
Yeah, he's great. He got pretty big in there.
I love showing people a scene from any of those movies, and then showing any
Which
other
act-
scene from any other movie.
Yeah, right. He's in Twilight too. He plays like the fucking the vampire.
Yeah,
now.
the gay vampire.
And also Tron.
Which one?
The one in charge, the evil
Oh,
one
that
in
one.
charge.
Okay.
Yeah, that's him, and he's also in what's that Terry Pratchett? But what is that? Damn it!
He's in
Like where
Tron,
the
I think.
angel, like where there's the angel
Omens?
in the
Good Omens? Or...
yeah, Good Omens. Yeah, he's in
Oh,
that.
Yeah. That
And
TV show.
it's such a different character. in those
Totally different.
movies.
'Cause he's a
It's so
barbarian, and you know, and there, and just seeing his whole rise and the whole storyline of them being the watchdogs, and just seeing and it's a fucking dope ass werewolf movie. And like I said, I was a big fan of Legacy of Kane, and to me that was it. Like Bill Nye is like Kane in there, you know, and he does such a great job. You only get a little speck of him and Sheen in the first movie, and I'm like, I want a little more of that, you know. I'm like, oh, well,
And
here you go.
we did get Bill,
go.
dude. Nye is one of my favorites. The way he articulates and gesticulates
Oh yeah, everything.
his act, like and like as what's his face in the Pirates movies.
Davy Jones,
Davy Jones, dude, as Davy Jones.
so
what-
good.
What was his name? Bill Nye? Or
Yeah.
Not the science guy, but yeah.
yeah, not
The
the,
other
science
one.
guy, the British guy.
The proper
Well,
one,
he's great,
the good
like-
one.
That Underworld was the movie that really broke him out. And when he comes out and they first wake him up, he's like, "Uck," you know, like okay. And then they're all thespians. Every single actor in the first Underworld, they're all English thespians, you know.
And you could
Oh,
tell
that's hot.
all in the
Oh, you
delivery.
missed. Okay.
He was totally Kane though, dude. I know for a fact they're all big fans of the Legacy of Kane. There has to be, you know. Kevin Greavox wrote it all. And on a side topic for like 10 seconds, he's also the main villain in Kevin Greavox's I Frankenstein, which is a good PG-13 trash movie to watch with your kids because there's no.
I like I Frankenstein.
I
That
like
one
it
is a
too.
very underappreciated movie.
I liked it too. I remember watching it and being kind of let down by it because I expected all the Universal monsters were supposed to be in it because I followed the movie, you know.
Yeah.
And before I followed the creation of it, and then it's like, oh, gargoyles and demons, you know, and then you have Bill Nye in there, and he really sells it. And I just watched it for the second time because I saw it in the theater like 10 years ago, and I watched it like 3 nights ago with the kids. We all dug it, dude. And Aaron Eckhart's a pretty badass in there. The action's great, and that's my favorite genre. It's hard to pull off action horror, you know. Like I love Blade and Underworld movies, and you don't really get
Another
it.
one that's underappreciated, I think, is Dracula Untold.
Yeah, that movie's awesome. That was the one movie I was waiting for. Like, see,
I really enjoy that film.
kind of like Dracula a little bit.
But I feel like I have to
Well-
give like a little a disclaimer every time I mention I love that film.
Yeah,
It is maybe the most predictable film ever penned in
Well,
like ever
here's
ever.
the
put to film.
problem. The one
But-
problem I had with that film, they deleted a scene that they should have kept.
well, Baba Yaga.
Well, the scene at the end where you find out that the vampires went crazy and they killed all the kids anyway. That's
Oh,
why he
Kind of important.
that's why he actually did what he did, was because he realized it was all in vain.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
if they
It's pun
hadn't
intended.
deleted that scene, that movie would have been perfect. I know it's predictable, but it still was good. And it
Knowing
was
what's going to
a
happen
good
doesn't always take away enjoyment. If it's a book that I've been anticipating, then I see what's happening right away. Sometimes I'm like, okay, well,
like for me as a kid, I seen Bram Stoker's Dracula. That's my tied with RoboCop and Conan. That's my favorite movie. Those are all three my favorite movie, right?
oh,
And,
which vampire?
Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Oh yeah,
And
So
I always
the
wanted to
way
see
they
like,
filmed
well,
that
dude,
movie.
I want to see the whole, just like like we're talking about with Underworld. I wanted more Lucian and more Marcus or Victor, whatever his name was. I wanted more Vlad the Impaler kicking ass, doing shit. And I want to see more of that. And that's exactly what Dracula Untold did. I waited like my whole life for it. It was PG-13, and like RoboCop, the remake, it was PG-13. It's like these movies, you don't PG-13 them, and they're trying to bring in more.
Blindfolding the entire
I
army was
honestly
funny.
think
though.
that's why they deleted the scene, was because they killed kids.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
And
But-
it's too bad because it kind of makes it. I don't know. It takes away some of the weight.
Yeah, it
Takes away
does.
some of the weight of that scene.
And for me, it would be more like Coppola's Dracula. I think that's the best one. That one and that movie, and then Nosferatu are the best Dracula movies ever made. Like Bill Skarsgård's Orlok is basically like the Dracula in the book with the big mustache. Like if I would have made that movie, like if I was in charge, like a major producer in Nosferatu, I would have, hey bro, you got to ditch the mustache. That's too Dracula. I know the whole story, like pretty of the family. And
the reason I excuse it. The reason I excuse it. Because
cool
no Dracula on screen has ever had a mustache.
He's supposed
Well, actually,
to,
Christopher Lee has in Count Dracula. That movie's
I still haven't seen that one. I did. He's such a good actor. I'm like, as soon as I found out he's played Dracula, I'm like, I need to see this movie.
Played Dracula like 9 times, but that one's not the same Dracula from like The Hammer. It's from a different director, and it's badass. And he looks like him. And I'm still waiting to see the new Dracula movie with the Luc Besson one, and that one's heavily influenced by this one.
You know a movie I still need to see that I've been meaning to see.
What's that?
You and I have talked about this before, but I dismissed the last Predator movie. Like what was it, Predator Badlands? Because
was so bad.
It looked bad in the early trailers, and I'm like, they're doing another disservice to one of my favorite like movie kind of franchise things. And then later you're like, actually, it looks pretty good. I'm like, I've checked out. It doesn't look good. You're like, I promise you, it's going to be okay. And everybody says it's pretty good.
Oh yeah, I loved it. Family loved it. There is some Disney kind of isms in there, but the thing I like about Predator is every fucking movie's different, and you could cook all the movies up into an anthology because they're so different genre and tone wise. They all shift. I mean, the first one's the best. Oh, sorry.
No. Oh, Predators. Yeah. Predator. Yeah. First one is the best. Like, period. Second one, I don't put it that far behind number one.
Yeah, no, I
Honestly.
I like them all, but I love some more than others. Like I'm that guy.
I don't like them all. I don't like The Predator. I do not like that movie.
Oh, the one with it was funny. I was watching an interview right now with Michael Biehn and Thomas Jane because he's in there. But that's a comedy. Yeah. That movie's a comedy. That's the one that's a comedy out there. And a lot of people, the one a lot of people hate is Alien vs Predator 2 Requiem. I like that one a lot. I like that one a lot because I like the Predator being the hero kind of in a way, That's why I like Prey a lot, and I've always wanted to see a movie with like 3 tribes. I want to see a whole movie of Predators where they're on their planet and it starts off and they're like, and then it's translated from Yautja into English. Then they start talking regular, and then fuck humans. They're not even on the movie. It's just like a Viking movie basically with predators and they're fighting over like supplies.
I'd be down like Crom, kind of like a Crom story almost.
Yeah,
that could be cool.
That'd be sick.
Like this old world like Predator, like sword and sandal kind of story, dude. That would be dope as hell.
There's a little bit of that in Badlands too, because he was inspired.
Yeah, that was one of your praises about it, was that there's a bit of that.
A little bit of like there. A little bit, and it was fun.
A big strong guy with a powerful weapon kills giant monsters. So I wonder if Matt likes that.
And Shadow of the Colossus and Drax and Shane, the Western, and Conan. Those were his big.
Shadow of the Colossus, man. That's
those were his
big
influences.
MAJI, she's played more. She's played a surprising amount of games.
That game's awesome, dude. I only played it for like 5 minutes, but like I'm not really into watching people play games that much. Like, but my little brother would play that, and I would just sit there and awe at those colossal beasts that the dude was fighting, And I was like, no, I'll go play Ocarina of Time. That's the best. I mean, there's nothing can step to that, But then
the only games I watched people play that I wouldn't play myself were games where I liked the story, but I hated the gameplay. So I watched my brother play Mass Effect. I watched my brother play through a few games, honestly. It's like, so I know a fair bit about those games, but I hated playing them. I tried playing Mass Effect, even Mass Effect 2, which was better. Dude, gameplay was not for me.
I like Dead Space. Well, that game used to freak me out. I watched my brother play that, and we'd turn off the lights and put on I don't think the screen was big back then, but it was a pretty scary game.
The only game that really got me with that was Fear and Fear 2.
I never played that. There's so many games I missed out on, dude.
Well, it's like you're walking through this creepy atmosphere. You can change your vision and see like this world of demons and blood. And then at the end, like right when you've done what you're supposed to do in this area, which is like not fighting, just like investigate. You're walking out. You're like at the end of the level. You feel it and no indication, and then you're hit by a 2x4 and dragged and tied up by a cannibal. And I'm just like, man, that game was rough.
It's like survival horror or something like that.
First-person shooter survival horror. Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
It was neat. Yeah, it was fun back in the day. Yeah, see, the AC knows what's up. Fear was. It had some of the best enemy AI in any game. Period. Like maybe even since then. Like the way they acted was really, really good.
I never played The Darkness, but I watched my little brother play that for a little bit. And Mike Patton does the voice. That was the first person. That one was pretty crazy. I think you go into hell and you're fighting zombies, and then you're in New York. You're fighting like mafioso guys because it's from the comic, you know.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
But yeah, so since Matt, you and I are the only ones who've seen this movie, I'll give it a float, obviously, and I assume you do too. It's a float versus sink. It floats. It's a good movie. Brawl in Cell Block 99. So I say float. And final thoughts. It was really interesting watching Vince Vaughn play such a. I've seen him play a different characters. I've never seen him play such a quiet character.
Right.
And yeah, this main character and the way that he operates is so direct. It's so direct that it's unpredictable because of how direct it is.
And it's very uncomfortable, and I'm gonna make it really awkward. Like I'm gonna make this really awkward, you know. But he doesn't care, you know. Like he'll do things. I'm kind of like that now too. Like I'm about to get real awkward real quick. Like I'll do that stuff sometimes in real life because life's too short. But and also just on a side note, just seeing the big guy swing his arms around like that. You don't really see that in action movies of guys that much, that type of brutality. You know, like move that. I mean, the way he's fighting. You know, I'm sure there's millions of movies out there, but I haven't seen any. The way it's shot and filmed,
it doesn't feel like a movie fight.
No, it feels like you're there in the yard too.
Yeah, in the yard. Yeah. And it keeps on getting worse. And at the end, like before the end fight, I'm like, oh, he's boned. There's no way out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the only way out of this. Okay, yeah, there's that. Yeah, for sure.
I actually, I'm like, damn, dude. I wish they would make. I wish he would do more characters like that, like something like that. You know, I would totally be down to watch another movie like with a character similar to that. You know, at least I don't know, man. Like, I wanted more. Like I was left wanting more at the end of the movie, and I was pissed. You know,
I'm fine. By the end, I'm like, this is the cost of all of his choices, and he will happily pay it. This is the ending this story deserved. Even though it comes
at a cost.
Yeah, it's like he didn't begrudge the cost. He's like, I earned this. This is mine consistently. That was his choice and his attitude towards it. He wasn't wailing at the injustice of it all, which is a far cry from any other prison scene in any other film.
Yeah.
But yeah, it floats. Play the clip.
Gang, gang.
But yeah, so that was the Brawl in Cell Block 99. So shocking film. I really liked it, but I'm sitting there. I'm like, this movie doesn't appeal to general audience that well.
No way.
It's such a niche experience. I think a lot of guys who like guy things and justice would like this film.
It's a visionary. Like the director, he's a visionary. Like so, like him, he's one of the guys I follow. Like now, like we're talking about movies, like what are we watching? And like with the rise of influencers and whatnot, they're the ones that are taking popularity over movies, and they have been for probably the last 5 years or so, right? So films are kind of in a weird state right now, and theaters are kind of on the precipice of closing. You know, so
I know it's so sad. I love going to theaters.
A lot of good movies coming out in the next until the end of the year. Tons of good fucking movies. I can't wait to go see He-Man. Resident Evil looks great. Looking forward to Werewolves. You know, there's my wife just saw The Mummy. You know, she thought that was a fun movie. But yeah, man, I don't know. It's weird, man.
Bill likes kind of smaller, more obscure authors, or not authors, but directors and filmmakers too. You like Tarkovsky? Is that the guy's name?
Andrei Tarkovsky. Yeah,
close enough. Yeah,
I'd have to check out his work. And I'm looking forward to Cosmatos. That guy's great. The one that did Mandy. He's doing another one with vampires.
Yeah.
He's great.
There you go.
Well, that was the next movie I was going to recommend was Mandy. You know, if we didn't do this one, I'm like, let's watch Mandy because it's metal as fuck. You know, just like my comic. So I was like,
well, I like that you pick genres that will suit your art style, or maybe your art style suits your interest, but they go well together. Matt has done a few pieces for the Iron Seas over the years, and for AC, and I think maybe a few personal ones for me as well that I really enjoy.
Those are fun. Those are real fun.
I love the Western one you did for me because you took me pretty close to literally with I said picture the sheriff. He's 10 foot tall and bulletproof, and damn if he doesn't look damn near dead.
Dude, that makes me just think of like Vince Vaughn, you know, obviously, like, well, I mean, think about the director doing that. Oh, sorry,
Matt, you're what's your handle on social media?
It's BATTMURK everywhere. I tried to make everything the same now, so people could just find me everywhere. I had like 3 before, like a year ago. But
I remember. It's like that's the one thing I was able to do. I'm like, outside of my Instagram, which is more personal anyway. It's like I am the ultimate Kahuna.
Yeah, you gotta have something, you know. And
I do the same thing with Wilder 396. But based on what I'm hearing about your artwork, I may want to take a look.
Oh, cool. Yeah, please. Yeah, check it out, man. Hopefully you'll check it out. I don't know if you're on any Instagram or nothing, dude. I'd follow yours as well and check out your stuff.
And Substack. Substack's where I publish my stuff, and then X.
He's a little subby on Substack.
Yeah, I just started with Substack too. It's pretty cool.
The way you're describing the way I'm gathering information here, it sounds like you're. I'd like to take a look at your.
Well, you're Matt, you're at your computer. You could pull up with some of our stuff, like some of the stuff.
Something. So.
Yeah. Well, thanks, man.
If I think it's a good fit, I'm out to you.
Oh hell yeah!
Inquire about prices for like covers and stuff, but it also probably would be way in advance.
Oh, for sure, man. Just hit me up. Shoot me a DM. But I have a lot of pieces on my campaign. If you want, I didn't put I put a pretty good amount on there though.
Hey, drop the link for your campaign in the private chat. I can bring it up.
Nice.
Nice. Oh, beautiful.
I will squint at my very small phone screen. Hold on.
But like, just think of the big guy, right? Like the big guy taking those big swings, Vince Vaughn. You know, imagine the cowboy doing that. He's taking on a bunch of mercenaries. You know, I could totally.
Oh no, it's great. Like he has the one guy whose entire head is skewered by the knife going in on one side and out the other, like vertically, which you don't see in a lot of movies. I'm like, or comics either. I'm like, everyone's always trying to stab through the skull. It's a lot softer through here.
I really want to see I'd like to see that as a movie or as a comic or a cartoon. It's just a really cool, and it's a really cool concept, but no one, and someone, like a lot of people can think about it, but no one does.
Yeah, no, it's hard to, you gotta find the right tone. It's like for Westerns, it's like I like such a variety of Westerns. Truth is, like you have to F up pretty substantially for me to not like your Western.
Exactly.
But like, there were so many Westerns for so many years.
I used to hate him as a kid, to be honest with you, Kahuna. But
I
once I hit a certain point, oh my god! Because my grandparents they used to always watch like Bonanza, and I just you're a kid, you don't really appreciate it as much. It's boring, it's black and white. Now I'm like, let me watch Bonanza, Gunsmoke, any genre western. I like, I love the horror westerns the most, but already at its core, it's kind of got the post-apocalyptic vibes already. It's kind of already survival. It's out there on the frontier. It's just brutal. At the door.
Let's see, minimize this a little bit. There we go. All right, now I'll share these. Let me see. Share screen, beautiful. Yes. Oh yes, the Helvar by Mr. Matt Berkey. I know it's not Berkey, but it's funny to say.
My grandpa thought it looked more American, I guess, on Ellis Island, so that's what I heard. So he slapped an E on the end of it.
Oh, so wait, he added the E? That's even funnier.
As far as I know, that's what I was told, but I don't know if that's because there is a lot of people with the last. It's like a very common name. There's a lot of BATTMURK too. That's why I switched it to or a lot of Matt Burke. So switch it to BATTMURK.
Everyone's like, "Oh my, look at this Batman comic artist." No. It has bat. There's bat in the name. It doesn't mean anything. But yeah, here we go, brother. Oh, yeah, because you always have that. See, even this, like the guitar, that's also an axe.
The axe guitar, that's great.
Yeah, dude. I never hate seeing an axe guitar ever. There's never been a time I've been disappointed by that.
Gene Simmons, man, the demon. We could all thank him for that. And Jack Black did it, and for a comic book character, for the metal genre, because now it's a thing. Metal. There's metal characters. They all got to have their axe guitar. My character, he has a bearded Viking axe, and he also has a Viking sword guitar as well.
Oh, I want a Bardiche banjo. That's what I want.
That'd be pretty cool.
Very, very niche. Very niche.
This is my buddy Preston Azevedo. That's the cover B. That's his take on Hell War. That's the character Hell War, and he's basically, the synopsis is this bounty hunter. He works for Helnora, the goddess of Helheim, and the story takes place on his last day of his last job. It's his last day of work, and he has one more bounty to fulfill for her, and then she's gonna let him go. She's also gonna
2 weeks away from retirement.
Yeah. I was inspired by the Pendergast. That's another movie I was going to suggest, but you wanted to be closer. But Falling Down, Robert Duvall's character from Falling Down is Detective Pendergast. Yeah. He has this last day on the job as a cop, and then Michael Douglas comes in the 90s. LA just starts going nuts, and that's kind of what happens with Hell War. So like in theory, I could go write like 1,000 stories before this, but also he's in a band called Hell War, and he's a guitar player, and he's also a mechanic for Volking Motors. And
he also does some side work for young blonde pop stars. Just guitar work as well. Just like backing track Hell War.
Yeah. Dude sound like oh shit. What's the name of the character?
That guy.
Buckaroo Banzai.
Oh yeah, Buckaroo Banzai. Yeah. And then there's if he doesn't one more thing is if he doesn't live with metal, or if he doesn't, if he doesn't metal, basically, if he doesn't play metal, slay metal, or work on metal, he turns into that beast up there, the Hellbinger. So you got a little bit of Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, Incredible Hulk. That was a big influence. Thor.
Yeah, Hulk is always an influence. He should be anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like we had such a blessing with Planet Hulk, that whole comic run. I'm like, you turned him into Gladiator Conan.
So cool.
On his own alien planet. It was such a cool idea. And
Scar, he has the baby.
Yeah.
He was a lot like Conan too. But so he has to do this last mission. Nora's gonna set him free and his brother free. His brother's been locked up for 1,000 years, and he's kind of lost his mind a little bit. But she actually has one more mission after that. There's always one more thing.
One more
thing, and the story does have an ending, and there's a little breadcrumb possibly for a sequel, but that's not what we're dealing with here. It's 106 pages, black and white, and the artwork in here it's very dirty, very gritty. It's got coffee stains on it, stuff like that, grease stains. It looks photocopied too. It's gonna have that.
I love it.
It's
The
very
old
early, like original OG Ninja Turtle esque, like
very
with its
inspired by
kind of-
that. The Crow, and it's supposed to look like the band basically made the comic and stapled it together, and you find it like in a back alley metal record store in Norway, circa 1990s, or maybe like Hollywood Boulevard or whatnot. During
some
the 90s.
French comic shop somewhere, some grandma's picking this up.
Yeah. So like that's and then the format, that's another big thing. I should have said that in the beginning. It's going to look like a heavy metal album. So the book is square. So it's almost 12 by 12. It could go right on the shelf next to
Brother,
Ozzy.
I would love to see this exact style in animation.
That would
like
be
have
fun.
the background to like move like how they do the painting.
I'm on it.
Like the oil painting on glass. Like, Ayo, you know what I'm talking about? What's that called? Like where they have like sometimes they'll have something in frame of animation, but it's just paint that they move around a glass, and they call that animation. They did that a lot for Mob Psycho 100. I feel like something like that would work really well for something like this. That'd be really neat.
Just like a moving background.
Also, you grabbed the Hulk's crack-a-boom. Yeah, well, I see it. I see it. I've read enough Hulk comics. I know that word anywhere.
The way you described that, Kahuna, the first thing that came to my mind was PNG animation. Just drag a PNG across the screen. I know that's not what we're going for.
It would be limited animation. That's what it would be.
Yeah. Well, it's like I might show you guys an example later, but like
show me an example. I'll tell you more what it is.
It's never like the entire screen. Usually, it's like they have these oil-based, like really watery paints, and they just move it around on the glass so they can reshape it, and it never dries. And that's how they get that look that I'm talking about. But it's really
like the effect or something.
Yeah. It's usually like for like, oh, there's a ghost, and so the animations look really weird for the ghost, and that's one of the ways they did that. But cool. What I love about Matt's artwork in particular is because he's done enough pieces for me. He showed me the pencils, and I'm always just like, I trust you. I know how good your work comes out when it's finished. But like pencils, I'm like, I have no idea what's happening, and then he inks it, and it looks like a piece of art. It's amazing.
Oh, thank you, man. I like to leave the pencils like really. I like to have a lot of fun with the ink, and as soon as you lay the ink down, it really locks everything in. It chains everything in. So a lot of the spontaneity and the journey that you go through in creating like a piece sometimes or art, it gets lost sometimes when you go.
It can get lost in the pencils, yeah.
So I like chrome on these pipes.
It's like you have the initial energy, and then you're like trying to like copy that, and you don't quite get it right.
Yeah. So I like to leave it really I like to leave it really loose, and
yeah.
The book, it starts off in California, in Southern California in the 90s. This book takes place in the 90s, and it is after Ragnarok. I will say that I wanted to do something different with like a little spin on Norse mythology and have my fun with it with the little heavy metal edge. And in my version of it, I didn't want to do what Kirby did. I didn't want to do what Simonson did, because Simonson was a big influence on me with his Ragnarok, his solo indie run, more so than like anything else. I'm not gonna lie. But with mine, it's the 9 realms. They're all in Earth. Like it's all in Scandinavia. So Norway is a different realm, and then Finland, and then the Faroe Islands, and then Sweden. And
that's cool.
So, and then with
a nice way to include the mythology without having it be copy paste.
Yeah, and then Yggdrasil, if you take like a cave, system from let's say Norway, and you go down, the cave system will turn into roots, and so the roots of Yggdrasil is hollow Earth. So you're going down into like an Edgar Rice Burroughs Placidor type arena, So that's what I wanted to do. So that's what I did with this, But I don't spoon feed everything in this book, guys. And it's North Myth, so I figured you guys could kind of figure out what stuff is a little bit. You could do a quick Wikipedia search. You could kind of tell who Hellwar is. I'm not going to say who he is. And the same thing with his brother Wreckbolt, I also want to say, too, the first part of the book starts out in sunny Southern California, and then it moves on to Norway. And he's taken on a group of biker gangs. It starts off in Death Valley, California, and it's the Death Valley Drogs for Drogger.
and these all sound like really big, like black metal artist names. It's like we had Garm, Helnora, Dunkel, Hornface.
Hornface was just a fun character. He's one of the road captain in the biker gang. and I just came up with this concept of, man, I want to make an old horn face where like everything on his face is a freaking horn, you know, and he's got horns growing out of his back. And Garm, I wanted to do my take on him. He's the guard of the Hellhound of Helheim, and same thing with Hell. I make Hell Nora, and she's usually like half of her face is usually a skeleton, the other half is alive, or half her body is alive and the other half's a skeletal, you know. And to me, I wanted to make her more metal, but also kind of cute, but also like Barda. I want her to be like 7 feet tall, but then she could be kaiju size too as well. But she's always like a big, thick, hot mama, you know. Yeah, she's a big woman, and she can eat, and you know, and she's this book has a lot of action in it. You're gonna have like sometimes you'll have like 10 pages where it's just full on action, no dialogue whatsoever. I had some original art on here, but I've been lucky the last 2 days. Looks like it all sold. A couple commissions. Yeah, so that's some of the stuff I wanted to tell you about. Everyone that backs the traditional tier or the printed edition, you're gonna get a glow in the dark guitar pick. You're gonna get a poster 11x17, and you're gonna get a bumper sticker too. So, just wanted to throw that in there. And I would say too that the main theme of the story is about family. You know, trying to help them. You know, and and sometimes I don't know. That's you're just gonna keep having a fight, I guess. Without spoiling too much of the story.
No, that looks fantastic.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I just wanted to try something different. Doing something in that square format.
Yeah, the Hound looks awesome.
Challenge. Oh, thanks. Yeah, that's right. that's Garm. And Garm and Wreckbolt, his brother, and even Hellwar, they hate him, you know. Like he's Wreckbolt's he's in a hole, he's in a cell in Helheim, and you can hear him talking shit like 3 miles away, you know, echoing through the mountains, you know. And he's just waiting to get his hands on him, and he talks a lot of shit. So, but Hellwar definitely has, you know, a little bit of an origin in here. I didn't explain it fully, but you're going to see some of that. And I'm try not to leave too much, to spoil too much, but I did put the first 13 pages of the book up right here, so you guys could take Hellwar for a test ride on the campaign. I also did a song with my buddy Dave. We've been in like 4 bands together. I was lucky enough to write a song, Hellwar, with him, and that's downloadable on the first update. Only did 2 updates. And the campaign closes down on Tuesday, so I have 1 week left. So almost there, but I still got a lot of road to, you know, to cover. And yeah, the trailer I made a trailer for this, but it was too violent, so I had to go back and think of something special. And usually with Kickstarter, they usually kind of want like an interviewee thing. And I'm like, nah, I'm not going to do that. So I figured I could kind of maybe do a little. Maybe I could do
you could have like an interview with the characters. I'm such and so. I kill people.
That's what I did exactly. Actually, I played I played Hellwar myself, and I figured I could do old man, out of shape, skinny, fat Hellwar, like in a cave, kind of talking about it, you know. So I did that, and yeah. But this book, yeah, it was fun, man. Took me about 3 years to do, and the book's completely done. I've lettered it twice. It's with the editor right now, and just gonna go in there and do some tweaks. I plan on shipping it off in November at the latest. Should be done earlier. This will be the 3rd campaign I've done, and I've delivered early on the last 2 campaigns. However, this is my first Kickstarter if I do succeed on it, you know. So the other 2 I did on Indiegogo.
Nah, it looks really good.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, hopefully I can make it. I really wanted to do it in that format. If not, you know, we'll see what happens. And yeah, I really love that cover. My buddy did. That's pretty badass. I don't know if you guys know Preston Azevedo. He's been doing the Legacy of Kain comic books. He just did the new Kickstarter. He did a piece for that, but then they loved the one piece he did. They had him do all the comics, so he's painted all the comics. And here I told him I need a black and white piece because that's the aesthetic of the book. And he's like, well, here's the pencils. I'd love to see some inks. I'm like, no, dude, I'm not inking that at all, you know. And I'm leaving it the way it is. He's like, all right, well, just don't fucking touch my sigils. Don't touch my runes, you know. I'm like, all right. So if you actually like read the runes back there with the runes translator, you can kind of there's a message in there, and I did the basically the side runes. I put those on there. I actually did that with Clip Studio. That's the first thing I ever did with Clip Studio. So I thought that was pretty fun, and those are really they're a little spoilery if you like zoom in on them, and it kind of, if you do a deep dive on North Smith, you kind of, I don't know. I try to hide things in there, you know.
It's a good thing I can't fucking read it on my phone's screen.
Right.
Also, does Secret Message
Heads.
tell us where to find the next of the 39 clues? That's the
No,
important.
no, it's just a little something like, yeah, it's just a sentence. It's nothing really crazy. Yeah. But that would be cool though. It's not a bad idea actually. Very interactive. Oh, I think you're on mute, Kahuna.
Oh, yeah, Kahuna.
I was on mute. I said many
There you go.
wise things that can never be repeated. It's really too bad you guys missed
Oh,
it.
thank God. I mean, no, too bad.
Anyway, well, hold on. I gotta fix something. There we go. That's better. I'm kidding. Come back, Bill. Oh, it brings me such a giddy joy to be able to kick someone just for fun.
Little
Hey,
pop.
how's your piece coming, man? I love the expression, the disdain, and the blue steel face. Oh, she's like, I don't even want to touch this man. Holy smokes! Oh, it's so much fun, man. But yeah, no, I have your Butch Cleaver comic. I love that poster you sent with it, like the wanted one, the wanted poster. That was
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
That was a neat extra to have. I was gonna put it up in my kids' room, but their room is slowly turning into all of my other rooms where I have too much artwork on the walls, too many pictures and stuff. So I'm like, shoot, maybe I'll have to replace one of the others. But
Yeah, thanks, man. This book's gonna be even better. I've leveled up as an artist too, and
Oh, yeah,
and as a
for sure.
writer too. And that one was from like basically 2000, I think 2017. So it's coming up on, or 2018. So coming up on almost 10 years. So I've learned a little bit more. I'm trying to push myself and become trying to get better every day, you know. So
yeah, no, absolutely. And oh yeah, no. Speaking of your artwork, a while back I commissioned you to do a piece for AC's what was it? His animal spirits, his spirit. Oh, what is it? Why am I blanking on the name?
Animal
But-
spirits?
Yeah, his animal spirits storyline, and it was the one-eyed ogre, the one-eyed orc jumping off the turtle with the fish hooks.
Yeah.
And I love it because I've worked with about 4 or 5 artists that I really, really like. You're one of them. And you are one of 3 artists who has unprompted added a volcano in the background of one of my pictures.
really, must be some in the water.
No. It's because they're all Hawaiian themed. I never mention a
Oh.
volcano, but it always gets added, and it makes me happy. It's just
It
a
has
fun
to.
look.
Because it's anything Polynesian island, you almost just assume there is a freaking volcano, dude.
Well, I think artists also want excuses to draw things that they like. I don't know a
Yeah.
single artist who hates volcanoes or
Pretty
hates
metal.
dragons. It's
Yeah.
like
I hate
I had
volcanoes. A volcano killed my father.
I had one artist like this woman. She loves dragons. She always is adding dragons like into designs and backgrounds and stuff. And I designed a piece. I'm like, now there are no dragons in this world. She's like, got it. She added a dragon handle to one of the knives.
now
I'm like,
there is.
I see it. I see it. What are you doing? But no, it's fun, dude. Dude, I love this. This is such a cursed looking face. It looks like, oh no, it's great.
I'm afraid to know what this is going to turn out.
Sorry, I keep on getting muted by myself.
Apparently.
Anyway, Matt, what are your plans for after this comic? Do you have another project in mind? Are you going to work on just the continuation of that comic, or is there another project you have beckoning towards you?
Right now, I'm actually working on I wrote a prose for Crom the Barbarian. I don't know if you're familiar with Crom the Barbarian.
Yes, I am familiar. Not as familiar as with some other characters, but yes, I am familiar.
Nice. And so he's public domain. And so I've been working with cromthebarbarian.com. They put out an anthology every year. Last year they did their first one. It was 250 pages. And now the second one's going to be coming out pretty soon. I'm going to be in Crom the Barbarian Anthology 3, 4, and 5. I wrote a prose for that, but I'm going to break that prose down into 9 pages a year. So I'm doing that.
Nice.
I'm also working on another book of my buddy called The Puritanian. That one's very like Kronos, Captain Kronos, Solomon Kane inspired.
Dude, Solomon Kane is the best. I like him better than Conan as far as characters go. Sorry.
Yeah, I like him and Conan, but they're tied for me. And then it's Bran McMorn, and then it would be probably Cole fourth. But yeah, so I'm working on The Puritanian. I have about 13 pages of that done. Me and him have been working on that for a minute though, so it's just a really fun project we're working on though. But it's he's a vampire hunter, and I'm getting a chance to kind of really mess around with the different vampire stuff, you know. But he's writing it. It's a character I came up with like 10 years ago, and then he's writing the story. He's writing the origin for the character, and I'm looking forward to that. And then I'm also building my own fantasy universe right now that I'm going to plan on writing a bunch of stuff for. I'm building a world map for that right now, and I'm coming up with some stories. And I just love sword and sorcery, bro. Like that's my favorite genre, and I really want to go.
Can we appreciate this random stranger? Gay, and I'm out. I have no idea who this is.
I don't know either.
Welcome to the show, my friend. You could be gay, I guess. Whatever. Anyway, cool.
I won't tell anyone.
I love the randoms. Like,
I gotta stop you sometimes. Go ahead. But yeah, that's what I'm working on. I'm working on a bunch of stuff actually. So, Hellbore, I didn't come up with a sequel. I had some like vague ideas for like a second, third one, but out of nowhere, like 2 months ago, I started coming up with like a bunch of stuff for a sequel. So I don't know. I might do something to that later, but right now I've really kind of focused on this stuff and writing
and the group project and fantasy world. Yeah, no, that's fun.
Well, it's like I want to write because like with sword and sorcery, you kind of have the one story, you focus on that, and it's that, like you're focusing on one little place, and then it's pretty heavy. Everything comes with a cost. No one gets anything. Everyone has to earn everything in the story. Everyone gets out scathed. It's so that's why I like sword and sorcery a lot. Basically, it's a little more grounded. Magic is you don't have to explain it too much. It's a little
loosey goosey. Like you can take guesses as to what bad thing could happen, but it's not hard, and it's a little looser with the rules than especially a lot of modern systems.
Yeah, I don't like that, and like I think that it loses its edge when you do that. That's why I like Howard's magic more. The more you explain magic, the less magical it is, and less scary it is, and less threatful it is. And then with like Howard's magic, when you use it, you get fucked up. Even the good people do. Everything comes at a cost,
With some of the stories I've been working on for my fantasy world recently, it's kind of like that. It's like there are like these known element, like portions of magic, but then there's always like something, and that's just like, oh, I have a question. What about this? And they're like, we don't have any idea.
Yeah, no idea. The less you know, the better. I think with magic, dude, and it's heavier, scarier. Magic should take a toll, I think, on people, as in real life too. You put a spell on somebody, it's gonna fuck you up later in life, and I've seen that in reality. And so some of that can come back to you. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm trying not to do it. I'm not trying to do something different with it, man. And it's hard. It's really hard.
No, I feel you.
Yeah, but I'm trying, and I'm having fun. So, but yeah, long story short, I'm working on a gang of shit, and then I'm doing a lot of trying to do more like live draw streams and stuff. I'm doing those at night, and then I have a new show called Barbarian Brunch that I'm going to start doing hopefully Wednesdays, except for tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's during like usually around 11 lunchtime. Wednesdays, that's when I'm going to try to start doing it. It's kind of cover sword and sorcery stuff and a little bit of fantasy, that type of stuff. Maybe some swashbuckling stuff here and there.
I'm trying to remember the name. There was this sci-fi book I read a while back. It was like it was like all humans had finally died out and only AI had survived. And it was basically, but I'm like, this feels like a sword and sorcery novel with robots.
That's cool.
I'm like, this is pretty cool. It's a weird blend of genres.
Well,
I
space
never would have guessed. Yeah.
Sword and space.
Like Space and Sandal or whatever. Like, yeah, they've come up with different ones. Because like one of the OG sword and sorceries was what's his face? John Carter. That's very sword and sandal like, but
that's the first, I believe, sword and space book, like yeah.
Same
Burroughs
author as Tarzan, I believe.
Yep. And that's where I got some of my influence for Hellboy with Placidor, because that's the other thing with Tarzan. They made like a million movies, but they never go to Placidor. They never go to the center of the earth where there's dinosaurs and shit.
There's this concept I've seen a couple times that I really like, and basically it's that the Frankenstein's monster goes into the Hollow Earth and discovers all these groups of people and creatures, and he becomes kind of like this almost Conan the King kind of character as Frankenstein. I've read 2 or 3 stories like that, and they're all really compelling and interesting. I'm like, this is cool. This is
that's badass. I would read that. That sounds like, I don't know if Mignola's doing that, because he started a Frankenstein monster series, because Hellboy's dead or whatever. Love Hellboy. That's my favorite comic.
I need to grab Hellboy for still. I
recommend him. I think you'd love him.
I've been picking up a lot of hello, hi. Oh, you scared me, dude. He didn't just like touch my shoulder. I felt his fingers like this touch the back of my head.
Yeah, my boy just ran in here a minute ago and yelled some shit, and then he ran out.
Lauren, say hi.
Hi.
How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, look at this. This is a pretty vampire with a glittering decapitated one. What do you think? Nah. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it.
I think if you decapitate a vampire, they turn to ash.
Oh yeah, that's right. The ashing.
Oh.
No,
actually, in Twilight, they break like crystal, and then they sit there open mouthed like a fish.
They turn into crystal. They turn into Twilight. Purple light shoots out instead of the fire.
Like I said, I've never bothered to waste my brain cells on that one.
Yeah, I've never watched it. I've just seen like previews and whatnot. It just looked boring,
There was a weird, every couple of years, my dad and I will sit down and watch, we'll watch a movie that we both normally wouldn't watch. One day, years and years ago, I was a married adult. I went over to their house and I was like, we sat down, we were trying to figure out what movie to DVD to watch, and he's like, I haven't seen the last part of Twilight. And I'm like, I haven't either. And then we both sat there and watched, 2 men, adult men, blue collar men, sat down and watched Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2 or whatever it was. Breaking Dawn Part 2. And afterwards, I'm like, I feel weird. He's like, I do too. Let's never mention this again. I'm like, I definitely won't tell people about it on the internet for years to come.
That's funny. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff like on Tubi. I don't know, man. I like a lot of the, like you're saying like earlier. I like a lot of the older stuff. Like the old Hammer movies, like Captain Kronos. I highly recommend that. If you guys are into old like 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s movies, obviously like if you're watching them on a high def TV, you can see kind of like where the makeup lines up. But they have a lot of charm to them, and they the worlds they build they're in are really, really awesome. But like the old Christopher Lee Dracula movies, all the Hammer movies, I'm just always looking for that. Right now I'm looking for like barbarian trash. There's a lot of barbarian trash on Tubi.
There is a lot of barbarian trash.
But I like it. I go there for the trash. But you want to see a good barbarian movie that not a lot of people know about? It's from the director of Zombie. You know the movie Zombie? Lucio Fulci. Yeah. He also did a bunch of spaghetti westerns. Check out Conquest. That movie's badass. That's a good name. Badass movie, man. And it's like, what cool. If Italian horror director did a sword and sorcery Robert E. Howard style movie? Yeah, that one. And then also, everyone's seen Beastmaster. I don't know if you guys have seen the Beastmaster. That movie's badass too. I highly recommend it.
I feel like I might have when I was young.
The first one.
I don't know why.
But Conan is always, for me, that's like the top dog, for like the whole sword and sorcery, like barbarian type, yeah, I always put Conan. Number 2 is Beastmaster. Then Conquest now it takes number 3 for sure. Sword and the Sorcerer is great. The Barbarians with the twins. that one's probably next. Yeah. Oh, and no, Deathstalker. Deathstalker's badass. Deathstalker though is like fully aware of what it is, though. It's a little cheesy, you know. And then they did a modern kind of a reboot sequel that just came out. That was really good too. I highly recommend that. It's kind of got that Hercules and Xena vibe to it. That's another director too that I really like. Stephen Kostansky. He did Psycho Gorman. Uses a lot of like puppets and 90s and 80s effects in his movies. They got that charm to them, you know.
I do. Oh, yeah. I love. I keep on exploring all these old like fantasy movies and stuff that I watched when I was younger, but because of just my family's taste, I never got into like the sword and sorcery side of like older fantasy.
Yeah.
So it's like I grew up with like the Dark Crystal and the Labyrinth and the Storyteller TV show and a whole bunch of
those
stuff.
Are badass too.
Well, like no, they're fine. It's just it's a different side of the whole fantasy genre. Like Willow, I haven't seen Willow since I was a child. Though.
Willow's
I don't
badass too.
I remember liking it a lot.
I always wanted a Mad Mardigan movie. Like always wanted one, you know. And then they made the TV show, and then he's dead in the show because he passed away, you know. And his wife was there. So I was just like,
that stupid TV show actually literally ruined it.
So I never watched it. I'm just like, okay, I'm not gonna ruin it, you know. I like that more than like at the time, dude. I really liked that more than Star Wars. I'm like, Lucas, focus on that because I always just dug that more, you know. But
welcome to the show, Jarrod. Welcome. You have made it. How was band practice? Did you guys play the flute all together at once or individually? Muted.
You're muted, dude.
Bro. First
I know it's been happening to me all night, dude. All night long.
No, it's a multi-person flute, so it takes like 4 people to do.
I'm glad I'm not going to say the thing I was about to say.
Don't say it, Kahuna. Do not say it.
I set him up for it.
We have a genre for that now.
I was about to say he lives in Washington. That's a different type of flute here.
No, it's like you learn things about Washington. At first, you're like, no, and then you're like, yeah, I guess. It's like we rate number 1 and number 2 for 2 things I wish we weren't even on the list for. It's like number 1 for incest, and number 2 for sexual deviancy. Right after California. I'm like, oh, I don't know how you measure that, but yes, it's all true. It's all true. I'm responsible for at least half of that equation. Anyway, moving on. But yeah, no, we talked about the movie. Have you, Jarrod? Have you ever seen the movie?
I was not able to watch it, but that's the one with Vince Vaughn, where Vince Vaughn's like shaved his head and got kind of jacked for that film.
Yeah. Like
I was not able to. I was not able to watch it this time. I was very bummed out because I've wanted to see that for a long time.
I know the Brawl in Cell
At
Block
least
99.
you
looked
heard
awesome.
of it.
Yeah,
it's a very unusual singular movie, and Matt and I both really enjoyed it. Not commercial at all, but it's a very good film, and I think you'd appreciate how, like, for me, I like the imagery starts off like really like rough town, like kind of very indie film looking, and like by the end it's looking very almost like a Renaissance painting.
yeah,
It's the way that it looked like when he's sitting in his final cell, so to say.
Yeah,
like that scene with the light. I'm like, yeah, that orange and
reds,
brown. It's like, no, absolutely recommend it.
I mean, the trailer, I remember the trailer for it was very intriguing for me. So it's one that I will watch.
It's great, man. It's up there. Probably it's in my top 5 the last 10 years.
Nice.
I like that movie a lot. Maybe even more. I can't really think of it. I mean, I like The Northman a lot. I know a lot of people seen that and they have their views on that, but I love that, you know.
Yeah.
That's like the modern modern Conan, you know, and there's so many shots he takes from Conan and puts it in that fucking movie, you know, straight up. And it's sword and sorcery too.
Yeah. No, I did love The Northman, so I'm all for those.
I liked The Northman. Again, it's just I almost, weirdly enough, like I don't even mind long movies. I almost think that movie was too long for me. A little bit. And I don't know exactly. Like I don't mind a slow burn movie. I watch a lot of older films that are too long by most people's standards, but The Northman did feel a little bit long at times for me, and that wasn't the only problem. But yeah, so we talked about that. We talked about Matt's Hell War comic. This is his art. He has some friends' art on here as well.
This art is sick, dude.
It's yeah. He's a bounty hunter. He works for people, and he plays in a metal band in the 90s, and he's also like kind of a Nordic creation of sorts. It's this whole world is combining metal aesthetic, like from a metal magazine, and like Norse mythology revisions, so to say. And
this sounds like right up your alley.
Yeah, dude.
This is basically you 10 years ago, dude.
I want to go watch it. I want to go to an Amon Amarth show now.
Yeah, no, he's very inspired by Johan and me and my dad and my uncle and Lemmy. Those are probably
I like some of those shots. I'm like, that's just Lemmy. That's just Lemmy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, dude, the art, we've had Matt do art for us before. He did a piece for AC, a couple pieces for me, and then one for the Iron Seas. That pirate one with bats back in the day too. It was just good fun. But yeah, no, his campaign closes in about a week. I'll be backing it after the show.
Oh, nice. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Very nice.
I got digital up there for the first time, and I also have the first 13 pages are up there. There's gonna be a lot of little metal quips in there. You know, the tone of the book is very Army of Darkness. And it's definitely also another inspiration is Lobo.
For sure. Yeah.
And also
I could see Lobo in that.
But he's not like sitting there talking a bunch of shit like the main man, but he does talk shit. He does have one-liners, but he's a little more stoic, you know. Lobo is just, and I'm working on a piece right now where they're fighting each other. I'm almost done with it. I've been live streaming it. Lobo versus Hell War.
Hell War, yeah.
That's awesome.
You need to do the Spider-Man meme where they're just pointing, like.
Oh yeah, that's one of the things I've been doing. Like people tell me, don't do live draw streams, and I never did it, but now I've been starting to do them, and it's been actually pretty good for me. And my shtick is I kind of make characters fight. You know, I try to find the next one I'm going to do is David from American Werewolf in London versus Eddie from The Howling. So you get the two wolves from.
I haven't seen the Howling yet.
Nice.
Oh, dude, I hard recommend.
Oh, dude,
my favorite.
That is classic, dude. You have to see that one.
So good.
Yeah, that one's actually really good.
And it's a book, dude. I haven't read the book, but you know, I'll just leave it at that. You know, it's a great one. A lot of people put that. A lot of people like American Werewolf first, and then that one second. But for me, it's the other way. I actually, my favorite werewolf movie though that I'll watch like just on repeat. I love is the remake of The Wolfman with Anthony Hopkins and Benicio del Toro. I love that.
I started it and then something happened. Like my kid woke up, I couldn't finish it. I'm like, I want to finish that film because it was. And the
director's
good.
cut's a little bit better too.
Yeah.
There's some dodgy CGI in there, but there's some good CGI. And then Rick Baker does do the makeup. So, and he also did American Werewolf and Thriller and doing other
American Werewolf in London is such a weird movie.
Yeah.
It's such a weird movie though.
It's perfect in some ways too, I guess. In some, you know.
Well, it's like if you go in expecting just a werewolf movie, you are in for something.
It's good though, right? Like it's fun when you do that. You take that turn, like with Bone Tomahawk. You know, same director as this movie, Brawl.
Oh yeah.
You know? You're going in for the Western, like maybe even a little weird and a little bit of horrific, maybe some cannibalization, you know. But then no, it goes in a little bit of something else because those aren't those that's a different species they're dealing with, you know. Even I forgot what his name is, the guy from the Native American from Longmire. He's in there talking about it, you know.
He's in everything, and he's man, it's like I like Longmire the show, but I've read all the books, and so I have a lot.
That's
of
right. You're like the only guy I could talk to about Longmire with. Everyone's always Yellowstone. I'm like, dude, you could actually have a show where
you can have a show where people are cool. Actually,
yeah.
You can have Yellowstone, but with good people. Yeah,
with good people. Yeah.
And this guy's, you know, he's hard boiled, you know, cowboy sheriff. You know. Only drinking beer, you know.
That being said, after like 20 books, when he was considering retiring in the first one, I'm like, sure, cool. I'm still with it, but like, how old are you, Walt? I'm curious.
He's like Batman, dude. You know, that's cool.
But yeah, no. And you, Matt, I want to show you this because I wanted to tell you about this last time we talked about it. I forgot. So I'll share this real quick. This is a book by a friend of mine, and it's really solid. Really sorry. Really solid.
Eric
Book one,
Vogue.
Eric Wag, The Citadel of the Seven Swords. It is a really solid modern sword and sorcery like kind of book.
Looks
And
pretty
it's definitely sword, but a lot of sorcery, and it borrows things, but it just the way, even the tone feels like a book written at a different time. And
yeah.
I think you would really, really like this book.
Plus, Eric's dope. Eric's
Eric's
dope.
such a cool.
dope.
I love Eric. He's such a cool guy. He basically looks like this. Little more gray.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Nah, Eric Wag's cool.
Yeah, no,
Cool,
that's
man.
a
Check
fun
that out.
book, though.
I love me some sword and sorcery, man. You know, I'll just burn through it, man. You know, I love it. You know, you got to get through the Howard, but then once you get through all the Howard stuff, you're like, okay.
Well, like then a bunch of other people wrote Conan stories that weren't
Good,
Howard.
too. They were really good.
I've
Like
been afraid
Wagner, I
to.
heard stuff, his Bloodstone. I've been reading that right now.
I'm willing to give it a try, but I'm just nervous because like Howard is one of my favorites. I'm like,
he's my favorite writer, you know, because he did everything, you know. He did romance, he did the boxing stories, the weird
it's like,
westerns.
are you like? Oh, have you ever read Dream Snake? That little short story by him?
No.
It's weird. It's different from anything he's ever written before because it's based on a real reoccurring dream that he had.
Oh,
and
okay.
it goes through the dream as the story, dude. It's one of my favorite. It's maybe my favorite short story ever written. Period. And I've read thousands of short stories.
They're hard, man. They're hard to do. I think the pulp stories are hard to do. You know, and he was just writing everything. He's kind of
he makes every modern writer look lazy besides maybe Sanderson. A few other
and the
people.
economy of word was very important. You know, with him, like that's a big thing. With him, I can't really put
he
words.
He says a lot with
the economy of language. He was like, what if we could say something really profound in about 10 words or less? And Tolkien was like, what if I described it to you in 1,000 words?
Yeah,
I like both, but
and then you're going home from work, you know, you're working like on the ranch, or you're building a skyscraper, you know, in the 1920s. You go home from work and you need something quick and punchy, you know, and you're gonna drink your beer, and the radio ain't even really going on yet. So
also maybe the funniest like unintentionally funny vampire stories ever written in fiction. This ancient Aztec god, he was buried alive, and it's been 2,000 years since he awoke, and now he's gonna get killed because he's getting beat up by a Texas farmer with his bare hands.
Right.
Oh, dude, it's like that story
We
is
all
so
know
funny.
the Texas farmer is Chuck Norris. Come on.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. He went fisticuffs with the ancient vampire god until the sun came up and burned him, and that was like it's so funny too.
That one and I forgot the werewolf one too. There was like he has like that werewolf.
Oh yeah, that the wolf's head.
Like Werewolf by Night a little bit.
It was like the wolf's head or something like that. I know what you're talking about. It was one of his first stories, if I'm not mistaken, that he ever wrote.
He made Solomon Kane when he was like 15, and Bram McMorton when he was like 14. I can't believe that.
Oh wow!
He was.
I didn't know he was that young.
He's such a genius, man. Like
Dude,
I think I'm older than he ever lived to be at this. He died like at 30, didn't he?
Yeah.
30. So I'm older now than he ever lived to be, and he wrote all that.
Have you seen The Whole Wide World? It's a great movie, dude. It's Vincent D'Onofrio plays him, and Renee Zellweger plays his girl. It's sad, but it's a solid movie. It's like from 1990, bro. But you get to see Howard, and the crazy thing was when they're making the movie, Vincent D'Onofrio went and met Howard's friend, so he got to kind of piece it together because there's no audio interviews of Howard.
No interviews, yeah.
So he got to like talk to a lot of people. So I talked to a lot of like the Howard, you know, hardcore, aficionados or whatnot. They're saying that you're not going to get a better. We're lucky to have that movie, you know. And it's on Tubi, I think, but it's sad, very 90s, but it's great, you know.
Like by nature, it has to be tragic just because of how he died and rough life too. The whole thing.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. What I do like about his writing though is like reading, how he reads everything out loud, and everybody can hear him when he's writing, you know, feverishly.
Yeah. What were you going to say, Jared?
I said it's called The Whole Wide World.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so our piece for AO to draw was we were talking about Underworld, so we were like, what if Selena killed Edward Cullen from Twilight? And this is
That would be pretty cool. They were going to make a Blade crossover with Underworld at one point, but it didn't go through.
I always thought that should have happened, and I was so upset it never did.
Dope.
No way, dude. We can't trust them to make a good Blade movie this time period. I'm so glad that
back in the day,
through.
Back in the day, they weren't that far apart time-wise.
Yeah.
No,
the motherfuckers always try to escape uphill.
Yeah.
Right.
I was so happy when I realized that, or when I heard that the Blade movie actually just got canceled because they couldn't make it. I'm like, how hard is it to make? All you gotta do is put him in freaking black leather and have him kill vampires.
It's like the same thing with like a Resident Evil movie. You know, you got to just get a mansion. You know.
You know how like some film sets have quirks, like some projects like just had one weird thing about it that you don't notice until someone points it out, and you're like, oh wow, yeah, no, I see it. It's like how there's a bunch of Easter egg aliens in all the Star Wars films, and like that's one thing. But like for Blade, the first one, as soon as my friend pointed out, because he was a filmmaker too, he's like, brother, I can't watch that movie almost at all anymore. I'm like, why? He's like, every scene they're on the street, hundreds of newspapers.
Oh yeah, it's always paper.
There's thousands of them. They're everywhere. I'm like,
yeah.
No one
every out
paper in the whole movie. Yeah,
there's so much newspaper everywhere. I'm like,
and they're always blowing. Right. Like they're always blowing. They're not just like laying there. They're always
not laying there.
They're just through the set.
Anytime he that's just his presence when he walks down the street. That's
yeah,
that's badass, dude. That's how the kids say horror. But that's what I liked about the first movie is it was so street. You know, he's going around picking off the familiars, the blood rave in the beginning.
Here's the big one: Blade 1 or Blade 2?
Yeah, it's hard, dude.
Oof.
I don't know. Like I think that
mine's 2.
For me, it's 2. I like both of them. I don't know
the opening of Blade 1 though.
Yeah, it's hard.
I'll give you that.
Blade 2, when I saw that, it like changed my life. Blade 2 did, you know. So, and it put me on the Toro, and I didn't even know who Hellboy was. I just knew about the Bowen statue where he's punching the ground. You know, I used to see that at the Gotham comic book store from my house.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw, BPRD, what's that? And then they had a message board, you know, for the movie. And Nirmo would go on there, and I would talk to him. We would talk about metal and a bunch of stuff, and that was back in the day, dude.
Message boards, dude. That was pre my internet.
Dude, they had they had a Hellboy movie message board. It was pretty cool, and he would put up stuff on there. He would come on and talk on the website. It was badass, and that's the whole fight
when the internet was cool.
Nomak. That shit's so epic, bro. Like to me, it's still my favorite. Yeah, it's hard, but then I go back and think of what Norrington did. I think we really lost a gem, bro. With Norrington, he was really good. Like I really like League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. That movie gets a lot of hate, but I don't give a fuck. But dude, imagine what he would have did. Like
that's one where I kind of want to read the comic or the graphic novel because I haven't read it yet, but I did remember liking that film.
Yeah,
I think that's what it is. A lot of people hated that film, but I think that's because they liked the stories behind it.
Probably, you know. But
I heard they had a lot of on-set problems and production problems with that film too.
But then, but the thing is, there wasn't. That one was not popular enough for normies to get.
Yeah,
normies had no idea that existed. They have no idea who Alan Quartermain was.
Alan Quartermain?
Like, who the hell are these people? Like,
at the time, as a child, I had no idea who he was. I'm like,
yeah. Hey, I loved how they portrayed Dorian's picture, though.
I knew who Tom Sawyer was.
That was cool.
And he's not in the book, I don't think, but he's perfect for the movie, you know? Grown up Tom Sawyer, and just the way that Norrington put that movie together, bro, like all the little props and the Jason Fleming's hide, he looked cool, man. But they were kind of trying to market it to like the X-Men audience, I think. Because I remember watching the commercial on TV. It's like LXM, like they had to throw that X in there, you know.
Yeah,
it had the X-Men kind of font for a Victorian era movie.
Well, that's what they were trying to. That's what they were trying to piggyback off of. Was that
To
early
me,
Marvel,
my gentlemen.
That team thing.
Yep, and the early Marvel hype at the time. But yeah, I think no. Okay, I know among the fans, I know this would be sacrilege. I don't. I think Sean Connery was miscast as Alan Quartermain.
Okay, I am not the only one. My mom said friggin' Sean Connery was what made that movie watchable, and I'm like, no, I don't believe him as Alan Quartermain.
I don't know enough about Alan Quartermain.
I've never met Alan Quartermain, so
Alan Quartermain is essentially Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
I figured.
And so Indiana Jones' dad is not well suited.
Oh
No, because he's Indiana Jones' dad. He's too old.
Come on, Junior.
Sir, he's been 85 years old for 400 years.
That is a fact. The first Highlander movie was a documentary.
Oh,
yeah.
I love how no matter the film, he will not change his accent.
Oh no, he's
ever.
He ain't gonna do it.
It's like, oh,
Yeah,
you're in Highlander. What's your role? Oh, I'm technically an Egyptian.
Juan Sanchez Vinalobos Ramirez.
Sure,
Scotch.
Like, oh yes, my name is a Spaniard, but I'm actually Egyptian. You could tell by my Egyptian accent.
Yeah,
Well,
like,
okay, think about First Night where Guinevere cheats on him with Lancelot. And I was a kid because it's one of my mom's favorite movies. I'm like, dude, he's like old enough to be her grandpa. No wonder why she cheats on him.
No kidding, man.
I remember that movie, like going in to think, okay, this is gonna be better than Excalibur, hopefully.
That was a letdown.
Yeah, it was a massive. They could never do it. The only other movie that came close to it for me was Antoine Fuqua's director's cut of King Arthur.
That was pretty good. I was surprised.
90s fantasy with what's his face?
Stellan Skarsgård there, dude. The Saxon.
No.
This is all-star cast, dude. You look at the whole round
Mads
table.
Mikkelsen playing Tristan.
Everybody, like the whole cast.
So good.
Like, the Punisher, you got Mr. Fantastic, you got Hannibal Lecter, like you got Beowulf. They're all
yeah, dude. Yep.
Yeah, good one.
You guys remember that animated version of Beowulf that came out?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Ray Winstone, he's in there. He's part of the.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
His best performance, I think, is for me was in that movie, or one of them. I mean, for an action movie.
Absolutely, he's so good in that. He plays Boars in that.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that one, but that's because I like the Beowulf story. I was afraid it was going to ruin it.
Yeah, I really dug that movie. I really like that Beowulf.
Maji, you should check it out. The animated one is actually pretty cool.
I like Beowulf and Grendel more though. With Gerard Butler, I actually dig that one a lot more. I recommend that. I don't know if you guys have seen that one.
I haven't seen that one.
I watched this.
Stellan Skarsgård's in there too. He's forgot the name. He's the king.
Hrothgar.
Oh yeah.
it's great.
I
dude.
saw there's this show like with this dog named Wishbone, I think, when I was a kid, and they had their own dog rendition of Beowulf. That was my first exposure.
Yeah, he would reenact like classic stories and stuff.
Yeah.
That was actually my first exposure to Treasure Island, and then I realized, oh my gosh, this is such an amazing story.
Have you guys seen Outlander?
The show?
Jim Caviezel, Ron Perlman, and John Hurt.
No.
So it's
I love all those
Beowulf, but there's a spaceman, right? And Jim Caviezel from the play Jesus, he comes down, he's a spaceman, and he goes and he lands in Norway during the Viking era, and John Hurt's like the king, he's the chieftain, and there's this thing called the Morrowind that's going around and eating everybody. It's basically another alien, kind of like dog. So it's like Beowulf, right? And so he has to work with them to fight the monster, dude. And then Ron Perlman's in there. He's a big ball-headed Viking. Jack Houston's in there from Boardwalk Empire. Angelica Houston's son. I think he does his best performance. But yeah, it was an indie film. It's badass though. So,
I can't believe there's a Jim Caviezel film I haven't seen.
Yeah, it's his best movie. After Passion. I like Passion. But it's his best movie.
I don't know. I still can't beat him in Count of Monte Cristo, man.
Oh yeah, no, dude, you're right. Yeah,
and it's like it's a different, not a movie you enjoy, but also whatchamacallit. Oh, that film that they blocked for years. Say, Sound of Freedom.
Sound of Freedom. I still haven't
Sound of
watched
Freedom.
it.
I actually like that one.
I'll watch
I
that.
shouldn't, but I do.
It's important. It's an important movie, and his acting is really quite something.
Spot on.
Really?
It's one of those movies that makes you hate being a human being and makes you want to grab a wood chipper, but at the same time,
I don't need a movie for that.
I know, right? But at the same time, it really did bring to light just how bad it is.
Yeah.
I remember those movies, man, like the Kevin Reynolds movies. I think he did that one. He did the Three Musketeers, and he did Robin and Prince of Thieves. I freaking love those 90s movies, man.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Three Musketeers doesn't get enough credit. I know it was bad in the bad 80s hair, but
Curry,
I mean,
man.
Dude, the 80s hair made though. I love that. I like the
And
Disney
Michael
one.
Wincott. He's in all three of them. Michael Wincott, dude, from The Crow, top dollar. He's got the coolest voice in movies history. He voices Death and Darksiders.
Yeah.
Very underrated.
I need to force my co-hosts and friends to watch a bad 80s film for one of our shows. Like, let's watch Big Trouble Little Tokyo. Let's just watch a really shitty bad. Like,
dude, I'm trying to convince you guys to watch Warrior, and you won't watch it. Come on.
Big Trouble in Little China, you mean? Or Showdown?
No, Big Trouble Little Tokyo with Dolph Lundgren.
The really bad one.
It has Brandon Lee, Bruce Lee's son.
Oh yeah, the movie's awesome.
He has the worst lines of all time in that movie, and he says them with full chested. Like he makes the most misogynistic lines sound homosexual. It's so
1991.
Showdown.
Yeah. He's there. He's like, hey, dude, what we should do is we should go eat some raw fish off one of those naked chicks.
That's Showdown in Little Tokyo.
Oh, Showdown. That's what.
Is it? I thought it was Big Trouble Little Tokyo.
No, it says
you
Showdown.
have Big Trouble Little China, which was an 80s movie, and you're in Showdown Little Tokyo, which was a 90s movie.
Oh, I always thought it was just like, I thought I was making fun of the name. My bad.
They're both awesome too.
Also in that film, you know how you have to, Jarrod, you're a filmmaker. You know how there's budgetary restraints sometimes. You do what you can for free, and you pay only for what you need to as a indie filmmaker.
Yep.
Well, they must have had a very small budget for the music, because there is exactly one track for the entire film. It's a basic looping synthesizer with no personality whatsoever. I hope it sounds like sneaking because they use it for sneaking. I hope it sounds like action and romance because they use it for all of those.
There's a lot of those in that era.
Yeah. And like the westerns, the spaghetti westerns, they would score the whole movie before it was even made, up to it, and it was great. It sounded great, and a lot of those songs are like iconoclastic backbones in the movie,
Well, it's like those are those movies as good without the music? No shot. Are they even popular? Maybe not.
No,
that's the fact.
It's a little genre. I mean, a lot of people kind of slept on it. I don't know if people are actually really going to go back and watch anything other than the Man with No Name trilogy, but there's a lot of them out there, and they're all on Tubi, baby. I with the name Sergio directing the movie, you're in good hands.
Yep.
There's 3 different Sergios that did spaghetti westerns, and they all were pretty good.
Dude, I was telling them about Conquest, man. I don't know if you guys, Lucio Fulci, he did a sword and sorcery movie called Conquest. You guys got to watch that. That's my top. That's in my top 3.
What's a really bad Western that's totally making fun of it, but still one of those 90 classics? The Three Amigos.
Oh yeah, I used to watch that.
I love that movie.
I was thinking The Quick and the Dead. I thought that's where you were going.
Oh, I love that movie too. Sam Raimi. Big influence for me.
It's somehow more Raimi than the Spider-Man movie. Somehow
it is.
I know, right?
Like what Outlaw Josie Wills. That's my favorite. Eastwood. That one and Pale Rider. And,
Pale Rider's mine.
For a few dollars more,
characters, man. And they
really
the
Outlaw Josie Wales is good, but for a few dollars more might pop it for me. It's really close. I really like for the second in the Dollars trilogy.
I really like Django.
The old one, I assume.
Yeah.
With Frank I haven't seen old. I've only seen modern Django. I haven't seen.
You got to watch it, dude, because I mean, his movies are entertaining, but he is a collage artist like Rob Zombie. But you got to go back and you got to watch the OG one. and it basically just became like a genre, basically, and that's all Tarantino did was he's like, oh, I'm gonna do my take on that genre, you know.
Yeah.
Django is a genre because it became public domain at that time, and or there really wasn't laws were kind of weak.
That was something that kind of pissed me off about some of the criticisms of Django. It's like it's not like the old ones. I'm like, it's just as I've seen scenes. It's just as zany and weird and fun as the old like. It tonally was. Yeah.
Going through town, he's riding on town. He's got a coffin chained to his horse. You know, that's how the movie starts out. You know.
I also love how those old spaghetti westerns were like the original Japanese light novel. The title is ridiculously long and it like explains everything.
And they love the samurai films, you know. And in that movie too, he gets like
I got
his hands
trapped in the old west, and now I'm a bounty hunter.
It's so like biblical, like the crucifixes everywhere. It's so gothic. That's why I like it so much, Django, for a multitude of reasons. But and then there's the comedy ones like with Bud Spencer and forgot the other guy's name, Terrence Hill. My name, they call me Trinity.
They call me Trinity.
That's just awesome.
My name is Nobody. There's three of those. There were three of those.
They made so many movies together, man. Like crime movies too. Like they have so much charm in these movies. Like you have to watch them. Like everybody needs to go. They need to do it. They need to have that experience.
People also underestimate what filmmaking was like back then. They made over 600 spaghetti westerns in 4 years.
Oh yeah,
well, that's what they did. They did what was popular, you know. And they had these expos, and they would kind of set up, you know, and everybody kind of they would do what's popular. Like the first did the porno, like we make it the porno, and they're like, okay, let's do the western. We'll make it the western. Like let's do that horror.
What about the western porno?
We make it the western now. We make it the horror. You know, we make it the giallo. But everybody was on the same level, and they're all a bunch of blue collar guys. You know, no one was higher than the other. They're all on the same round table when they're making these movies, and so they all had that shared vested interest when they're making
that scene. And They Call Me Trinity with the beans, the pan of beans. Oh gosh, it's almost unnerving to watch him eat those beans.
Yeah,
it just keeps going and going and going.
It's like it gets to you, right?
It's like, dude, are you okay?
And a lot of it has to do with like what they grew up in, you know, like with their government and, you know, fascism and whatnot. Yeah. And they're expressive through their horror and through their westerns and stuff.
Yeah.
I also like how there's never a single Native American in a spaghetti western.
Dude, there's only one Mexican in this. I think his name is like John Davis or something. He has a total like you know, a European dude name.
Sorry, Bill. Sorry you're not feeling well, brother, and you having connection problems. I was wondering where you went.
Better, man.
Yeah, feel better, brother. Sorry.
Yeah.
So, Ao, what is this?
It's awesome. It's a rat.
I like it, I think.
It's an angry rat.
But you should put some gloves on him. Like, hey! Put some biker gloves on him.
That's great, dude.
Cartoon. Forgot what his name is.
Also, can we bring back the painted VHS like movie covers? The old painted. Like I don't remember the guy's name, but I've talked to him on Instagram. The artist who did the prequel trilogy.
Struzen,
because those were still painted, even though they looked so photorealistic.
Just him or just people like do that, bro. Just bring back original art for movies.
Yeah.
You know. I'm seeing some new stuff like I saw a new Werewolf. Was it Werewolves versus Models? A new trailer that dropped today, and it's from what is it? It's from Full Moon Pictures. And it's the guy that did, I forgot, Charles Bant. I think that's his name. I forgot, but he did like the Puppet Master movies, and he's basically he kept horror movies alive in the 90s, because the 90s they had some hits, but it was kind of low compared to the 70s and 80s, bro. You know?
Yeah.
And
80s was big too.
Was I think that was like his opus for the movies of his production. But I don't know if he's responsible for it, but it's definitely, from my understanding, his company. But there's AI like in the transformations in the movie. You know, they're just sneaking it right in there. And I'm like, oh man, come on, let's hire some people, or you know, do some robotics or some makeup. You know.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are doing that. I don't know. I'm a real big fan. I'm a real big fan of people, you know, still making things by hand, dude. You know.
Yeah.
Like, truth be told, I wouldn't be hated. Like, I like CG when it's done really well, and when it's used in the right way. But it's like they've taken the art out, like the artist out of CG in recent years. Like
Yeah.
computer
they did.
graphics are not CGI is not what it used to be. Not even
Because they're all
like,
using
Disney
Unreal.
Disney just fired their entire animation studio and is recruiting AI. Or not Disney, Nickelodeon. Sorry, wrong person.
Yeah. No,
They've done it.
Wow.
In that movie, dude, in the trailer, it's all AI. Like there's actors and it's intercut with AI. Like, and some AI looks better than CGI. I'm not gonna lie. You know, if you can wrangle it. But at the same time, I want to see like The Howling. I want to see Rob Bottin that did The Howling, and he did RoboCop, and he did Meg Mucklebones from Legend with Tom Cruise.
It's like
we
can have painted backgrounds and models. Like hell, Aliens Prometheus, or not Prometheus, the Aliens Romulus.
Yeah,
they used a model for the ship, and it looks great.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, and
it's like, of course, they use CGI still, but it's not like all CGI, and you can really tell if you feel it. It's better.
It's primal, dude. We know. Like the human eye knows if it has weight and mass. We just know on a primal level. We could feel it more. We're attached to it because it changes. It tethers us to reality. And the CGI, it's just we could pick it off. We know on a
not
a
filming
level. It's
something
not
real. Then you have to like fake that it's real.
Well, I mean,
and then there's
think
a bunch
about
of things that you miss because you're not doing it physically.
Well, think about it. Jurassic Park versus Jurassic World. Jurassic Park is a 25-year-old movie, yet those dinosaurs look more real than Jurassic World.
Yeah.
And they almost every shot. Yeah.
Animators that tried hard, and like there's a lot of different reasons too. And a lot of the movies now they're using the Unreal video game engine to do the graphics. And back then people were like, you know what, hey, I'm gonna make this awesome movie, and I'm gonna get paid well. Now they're like, fuck you, I'm not gonna do it. Like I'm gonna
but then the shame is essentially like with
Jurassic Park. That's another
with
thing.
the Jurassic World movies, they sometimes every now and again they do use a model or a puppet, and you can tell, and it's so much better. It's so much better. You can see it. It's like in the first Jurassic World, it was the long neck dinosaur is like from like 6 feet of neck up to the head was all. No, it wasn't a brontosaurus. I don't remember what it was. I don't remember the variety.
The Brachiosaurus.
Yeah.
Brachio.
But yeah, no, they made an electronic like animatronic like model for Chris Pratt and his girl to like fawn over when it was dying, and it looks great. I'm like, they could have done this more. They could have done it.
But to circle back with that about what Matt was saying earlier with the werewolf stuff, that is what killed the Universal's Wolfman with Benicio del Toro, because the studio forced them to do like a CGI transformation instead of a practical transformation, and forced them to do a whole bunch of CGI stuff when the original director was dead set on the original director was dead set on him doing everything practical in camera with all practical effects, and because of like he just would not let it go, and eventually he just left. He left the project over it, and like that. It's like that's just one thing. It's like that. Can you imagine what that film would have been like if it had been all practical? Like
it would have been even like perfect for me, anyways.
Oh, because
I have these little boxes. I want gothic. I want great cinematography. I want score. I want good actors. I want good transformation. I want good makeup. And it had all that. I want a good fight scene. You get the werewolf on werewolf fight at the end. Fuck yeah, right? But the transformation, it's CGI. It's just like, oh. But I'll take the hit. I still like that one though.
I like I do like it. I do like it, and for that, and I watch it and I appreciate that movie for what they were trying to do, not for what they were actually doing, and for the effort they put into it. Because I thought Benicio del Toro was awesome in that film.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, he is.
He looks just like Lon Chaney. Like he looks like his son. Like he's got the same facial structures. I was like, dude, and I love Anthony Hopkins' performance in there. So a lot of it's just when he's.
Has there ever been a bad Anthony?
Terrible things, Lawrence.
Yeah,
terrible things.
Oh, my favorite scene in there is actually when I don't know why he's sitting on the he's standing on the stairs with Emily Blunt, and she's looking at him. They're just staring at her. The awkward moment he's eating an apple, and he's just staring at her. He doesn't say a word to her. Yep. It's just so funny. I don't know.
The man can act. He can do anything. It's ridiculous. Have you guys seen the movie where Anthony Hopkins kills his wife, and then the entire movie is them trying to prove it.
With Ryan Gosling. Yeah.
That's a really good movie too.
Yeah,
Like
Ryan Gosling and Rosamund Pike.
Yeah, that's right. I can't
He
remember.
did another movie called Atlantis. Did you know what I'm talking about?
Hearts in Atlantis.
Hearts of Atlantis. Hearts. My buddy.
Yeah, isn't that based off the Stephen King book too?
Yeah, because my buddy he's reading all the Stephen King books now. He's reading The Dark Tower at the moment. He's just burning through them. He's like,
it's like Stephen King adaptations. What a hellhole to go through.
I told him too. I'm like, hey, bro, you got to read Robert E. Howard, and he did. I'm like,
Kahuna.
I'm like, you got to read some pulp, bro.
Sure.
Yeah. Right. That's a good one.
No.
That's like a dad joke.
Sorry, no, hold on. I gotta fix this. Something happened.
It was like, yeah, you just all. I couldn't heard like every third letter that you in the words you were saying.
I'm back. Sorry, something happened to my setup.
Was the movie Fracture? Is that
Fracture?
With Anthony Hopkins?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember if that's what
I
it's
think
called.
so.
Yeah.
Because that's here he shot his wife.
Yeah, it's Fracture in 2007.
Okay.
Watch us discover that it's a secret. Like there's a secret stash of movies that he's made, like where he's killed his wife like 18 times, and like these weird little indie projects. It's like this weird thing.
It's like a weird subgenre. Just
Matt, so you said Howling's your number one werewolf movie, and then American Werewolf in London. What about Silver Bullet?
Silver Bullet's definitely in my. I mean, it's in my top. Maybe top 5.
Yeah,
it's so good because like they combine the quadrupedal and the pug together, and they did the marriage of the two, and then Bernie Wright's in, and it's just Stephen King. Like it's, and I watched that one so much as a kid. I love Gary Busey in there, and
yeah, Gary Busey was so good in that.
It's just a really good movie, very very underrated.
Yep.
I love that movie. But I don't know, man. There's so many good werewolf. I really like Dog Soldiers.
I was gonna say someone really mentioned Dog Soldiers, please.
Dog Soldiers,
dude. The whole Northern California and Pacific Northwest, like colony thing. I think that's so cool. And then just like the dirty, like sleazy 1990s, like LA, like reporter, like serial killer werewolf. Like it doesn't get any better than that for me. Like, and that's not even like the effects, like
yeah.
Oh man, it's really.
I have an opinion because I've not as many as you two apparently, but I've seen a lot of werewolf movies and shows and stuff. If you can't do the transformation right, less is more.
Yeah.
If you're not going to do it really, really well, like show me a shadow elongating, and then show me a glowing eye all of a sudden. Like just do a little bit. Like you let my imagination fill it in. If you can't do it right, please.
Do you remember, Matt? Do you remember the show? Werewolf on Fox? Like,
I think he was like a detective or something like that, a reporter or something.
It was in the late 80s, and it was a college kid whose roommate was a werewolf and bit him, and he was on this quest to find the original werewolf who bit his friend so he could kill him and end the curse of the werewolf. And so it's just following him, trying to find the original. Chuck Connors played the original werewolf in that.
Futurama did a spoof of that.
And
yeah, I definitely saw this at some point. Yeah.
I never seen it. No, that sounds badass though.
It was for a TV show in the 80s. It was pretty daggone good. And it was pretty creepy, and they had a pretty good transformation sequence in there. And it was surprising. And you can't find it anywhere. Can't find it anywhere.
There's so many like that. Like the Keep, like Michael Mann's The Keep, that one was hard to find forever. I still haven't watched it yet, but I want to watch it,
You know what I want to watch? That 80s show with Ron Perlman where it's Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. I used to watch that.
I haven't seen it, but it sounds horrible, and I kind of want to watch it.
I like that a lot. I watched that.
George R. R. Martin wrote a bunch of those.
Oh, that's crazy.
I was going to say we've talked about that before. I was wondering how it came up. Yeah. Oh man,
there's another one too. I think called Bad Moon with Michael Perrier.
Yes,
I like that movie too. The transformation in the beginning, like it's pretty good. I like the underworld movies. Those are very mainstream.
Those lichens are very unique looking design. I
Well,
like.
especially in the second one, like William, the white one. I think he looks great.
Yes.
He's my
Yes.
favorite.
I like how the Lycans and werewolves don't look quite the same. Also, they are different.
Yeah, they switch it up every movie. That's what I really like about it. But I just love like dark medieval werewolves versus vampire shit. Like that's why I like Legacy of Kain so much. You know, that's what I'm putting in my. That's what I'm working on for that fantasy stuff I'm working, or my sword and sorcery stuff I'm working on. You know, I never get enough of those two.
I just want to watch Underworld again so I could see Nye kill a werewolf, a Lycan, and just go,
oh, it's great.
Yeah, like how your little oh, it's great, dude.
I just put in the,
He fights one with his bare hands. It's freaking cool.
I just put a link to the IMDb page for that werewolf show.
Oh, nice.
In the private chat.
I could watch a whole movie of just his character. I think it's Victor. I would watch a whole movie of that character.
Oh yeah.
Oh, undoubtedly, yeah.
So good.
I like it would be fun to see him.
He's like Kane, dude.
With,
like Kane from Blood Omen there.
Like it would have been fun to see him and like Amelia and not Victor. No, what's his name? Like the three
Tony
leaders.
Curran.
Like,
yeah.
Oh no, the elders.
The elders. Yeah. See how they established and came up with rules.
Twins,
and,
right?
William.
Dude, you're right.
William's the werewolf.
William was Corvinus. Is William and Marcus were the Corvinus twins.
Okay.
Yeah,
Marcus was the first vampire bitten by a bat.
Right.
And then he turned Victor and Amelia. The three elders were Victor, Marcus, and Amelia, and Marcus was the original.
But
Yeah,
but
they
at some
didn't want
point,
to
everybody was
because
convinced.
they were
Like,
worried it would wipe out all the vampires.
Yeah,
that was pretty
and
good.
Everybody was worried that like Victor convinced everybody that he was the original.
Yeah,
and somehow cajoled Marcus, who was a badass, into listening to him. And I'm like, I'd love to see how that happened. I'd love to see it.
And Corvinus was a real like Hungarian king, from what I understand.
Yeah,
I didn't do too much digging into it, but I believe he was.
Yeah. Yep.
Also, that being said, like talking about vampires again, Nosferatu. I love that movie.
I was about to say we most of us here on the panels actually got a friend that has a killer vampire story too. Daniel P. Riley wrote a vampire story between three friends. Oh my gosh, he went deep into the original lore.
Deep into the lore, and then a 90s college setting. But it's really good. It's called Heir to the Dragon, and it's really a really
and I'm not
good
saying that because Daniel's a friend and my editor. It for a unique take on vampires that's very honors the lore, he did really good. And I don't even like first person writing.
And he's never worked on anything for me. I'm only saying it now because he has a weapon to my spine, and if I don't say it, no. But no, that's a really good modern vampire story. I really enjoy it.
If you're looking for a good vampire read that's different, that is definitely a way to go.
Yeah, I just like to blast old Nickelback and read the book. It's a good time.
Stripper metal. There's another pretty good it's kind of cheesy, but it's fun. It's called The Subspecies. I don't know if you've ever heard of those movies.
Oh yeah. Remember it was Radu.
Yeah, Radu. Those movies are badass. Especially the second one, dude. And he's a fiend vampire, bro. And like he's kind of, oh man, there's just nothing like it. It's a little schlocky, but I like that it has characters and it's gothic horror.
That was filmed in Romania too.
Yeah, and they used the whole castle and everything. Like those, yeah, and that was with Full Moon Pictures, I think, as well.
I think so.
They just made a new one too.
No, really?
Yeah, and he's back. Andreas Ho, I think that's his name, or how?
Awesome. That is awesome.
But it's his origin, dude. He's like a Templar Knight or something like that. It was on Tubi for a little bit. I haven't finished watching it though, but it's just the whole gothic horror with characters. Oh, it's a lot like, that's what I was gonna say. It's a lot like Hellboy, because like how Mike Mignola would put in these characters. You have like Rasputin and Baba Yaga chilling like on a tree talking, and that there's like a scene where he's in a crypt, Radu with his dead witch mom, and it's just in the second movie, and it just seems so like Mignola. I really dug that.
Dude, I just put the private chat a link to, I believe, both seasons of that show Werewolf on YouTube.
Oh, nice.
Or no, it's episodes 1.
Whoa, look at that format. Oh, that's fun.
Oh man.
Also, it's like all
5
these-
hours worth of episodes in one video.
Nice.
That's not bad. Yeah, not bad at all.
Silver
Yeah,
Bullet
it's
fan,
5,
dope.
almost 6.
So
It's like, for me, one of my favorite vampire movies is like, because I love like 80s aesthetic things. Because I wasn't born yet, obviously, so I never got to like live through it or see it as much as like my dad did. But is like Lost Boys. I love. That's such a fun. It's such a fun, goofy movie. I'm like, this is how you make a movie that's comedy horror a little bit, because it's all those things. It's fun. It's a fun time.
Joel Schumacher's one of his best movies, dude. That one and Falling Down for me. That one's great, and I also like
not Batman and Robin.
we don't talk about that movie.
They're fun, like when
Yeah.
you're 5 years old, you know. But later on, I mean, you hate them, and then maybe you might like them again when you're 40 for whatever nostalgia for like 5 minutes, and then they're not fun again.
Did we need a crotch shot and a nips shot of every bat suit as they put it on?
Yeah, no.
Apparently.
But he was gonna make them dark, and I know he was too. I know it's just it was the toys, and he did sneak in a little bit of his homoerotic stuff in there.
Yeah.
But he was gonna make him dark, and he's like, "Give me the third chance. I'm gonna do Batman Triumphant." And he was gonna do it with Cage as a Scarecrow, but I know for sure they would have been darker, dude. Pretty sure they would have been, but they wanted to sell. It was about the toys, you know.
Yeah,
toys.
Yeah, dude. As soon as executives get in there and start with about the dollar signs, like how do we sell it? That's the thing, is like, as soon as they want to start selling to kids, as soon as you want to start selling stuff to kids and making stuff for kids, everything goes to shit.
And then Returns came out. You got Tim Burton's real Tim Burton Batman with Returns, you know, like where it's just metal and like it's biblical, and he's murdering children and stealing babies, and so like, oh no, we gotta fix this. Yeah. I dug that. I dig those first two like a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And then someone let the Japanese know that if you make a TV show about cool looking things that American kids will buy it, and that led to every cartoon I watched growing up. Thank you, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Zoids, Beyblades.
Like if you go over there and you start nerding out, I heard like kind of like, you know, start weebing out over there, like to the Japanese ladies, they're kind of like, oh, that they're not into it as much as like we are, like the weebs are, you know, from what I understand.
Oh, don't you worry, Matt. They're not into me for a whole host of reasons, but
I'm not a weeb though. But I do like the like for me it's Fist
I
of
think
North
I
Star.
found the full show of Werewolf.
Oh,
put it in the private chat.
Oh yeah,
If
I got
if
it right here.
share
It's
the
in my
playlist,
history right now.
But yeah, like imagine being like I would look like Matthew McConaughey and Wolf of Wall Street smoking, like doing this take. It's like, all right, guys, how do we sell more tops? What if we made a show and we put spirits inside the tops and they fought with strategy? How do you strategize a fighting top? Put blades on it. Fuck, I don't know. Well, it's for kids. Who cares?
Even Super Saiyan powers. That's how you do it.
Of all the old Japanese like anime that came over to America, and I thought were American when I was younger, Beyblades is the worst. It was horrible. I did not remember how horrible it was. Like I tried showing, because I showed all these old shows to my kids now, and like we tried Beyblades. I'm like,
how old is that? How old is that? Because like my kids found it a couple years ago.
It's still there's a lot of shows.
It's like Yu-Gi-Oh. There's a whole bunch of other ones too.
It's like, this is the dumbest concept ever. I just like. I watched it. Like, I don't understand. Like, okay, Pokemon. I can at least follow Pokemon. Like Beyblades, they're like spinning tops, so there's supposed to be like a spirit inside of each one of those things.
Not all of them. Just some of them.
What the hell, man? Oh.
I remember when it kind of started too when I was younger, because it was just like 80s, like well, just when the manga came over, you know, like
yeah.
And I was just like, it was Ninja Turtles, Batman the Animated Series, you know, X-Men. It was all that stuff. I watched
the real stuff.
Yeah, and I remember like
I'm vintage '94, and I didn't have TV, so it was like I didn't get to watch most of that until
it's in the chat.
I seen a bully come up and he had like Dragon Ball. He's like, "What? You don't like Dragon Ball Z, fool?" You know, I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And like, you don't like Pokemon, dog? Like, no, I don't. Like, get that shit out of here. Like, you know. But later on, like I discovered, you know, the you know, Fist of the North Star, Vampire Hunter D, Akira, Ghost in the Shell, Ninja Scroll, and all those have like different styles.
Matt, you would like Hellsing.
Oh yeah, I've heard of Hellsing. Yeah, and then Berserk. That was another one. That's
the manga for Hell, like as much as like the show, the manga for Hellsing is really, really good artistically. It's like he's one of those characters like a giant cape just because he can. But I've never seen. There's no artist or story I've seen make better use of it artistically than that. Period.
Nope.
No one. That's
like now,
saying a lot.
A lot of the stuff, a lot of the designs look the same. A lot of the characters, I felt like in the beginning, like or at least in the '80s, there was a lot more variety in anime and manga. You know.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen JoJo or read JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
I've heard of it, never read it.
It's chock full of like music references. All the character names are
really?
like old album records.
I think that one's overrated.
Yeah, I think so too. But
Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop it's overrated, but it's still a good show. But no, like at the end of the first season, I'm like, I love this dig that he does. He has like this main character. He's English. At the end, he finds out that his daughter, who immigrated to Japan from England, had a son with a Japanese, and he's just like this big buff old English guy in the airport, and some Japanese person's trying to escort him onto the plane. He punches him, and he's like, "I hate the Japanese." It's like a Japanese guy made this. What is going on? Oh, it's great.
But the stories, man, they have continuity, you know, and they're consistent, you know. And I can't say the same thing about the American comic book industry, you know.
Sure.
So
there's only one recent Marvel or DC comic I've tried, and it's absolute. I decided to check out the Absolute series. I grabbed one issue of like Absolute Superman. And I'm just seeing if it's not shit. Like I'm like, we can't get worse than him being cucked by his son and his wife, like for the last 10 years in DC. We can't get worse than that. So yeah.
I read the premise. I read the premise for Absolute Batman. I was like, no, I'm out. No.
I was in there for a few issues, did a few reviews. Then I dropped it after, I don't know, I forgot what issue, and I was like, yeah, I'm just not feeling this no more, man. It's just not Batman anymore. Like it should just be a different character, you know. Yeah. Maybe call him it's bad or something, you know. I don't know, but
it's too bad too because he's more your aesthetic now as well.
Totally. Like that's the Batman I would
just
design.
bad or just not your taste.
Not my taste. Because I think Snyder does a good job writing Batman sometimes. I think he's most suited properly with horror. He's a good horror writer when he shines. He did a great Swamp Thing. I loved the Swamp Thing with Yannick Paquette. That was badass. But I don't know, man. I'm reading a little bit. I'm reading some Punisher right now. I like the Punisher, and they cucked him hard. Aaron cucked him pretty bad. They cucked him harder than ever.
It's like all recent Daredevil has.
You're saying Punisher is now punished?
Yeah, no, they totally punished him like in the worst possible way.
They almost canceled Punisher completely because he's a gun-wielding
of course,
Fed.
White guy.
They tried to get rid of him, but the fans retaliated. So they're just barely starting to remake his stuff. But he was problematic, quote unquote.
He was problematic, and he's back now. I mean, they're on issue. They did the 6-issue run, and it was decent. And now they're on a brand new arc. Yeah. So I've been reviewing those. They've been okay. And then Jimmy Palmiotti and Panosian, they had a shelved story because it was problematic when they wrote it. So they had to shelve it for 5 years. So they were and it was a 4-parter that was pretty good.
I would love to go on get onto one of those projects as like an advisor. It's like I have a couple edits and I just like make it way worse, like way more out of line of what they're looking for. Just like insert a couple of jokes that I come up with on the spot, and it'll be fun. It's like I appreciate a good masculine story, which is why I grabbed the blue box. No,
there's still a lot of good comics out there though. Like even in the comic store, maybe not mainstream, but that have their books, through Luna and whatnot. But like Conan though, they're killing it over on Conan. Heroic Signatures and Titan. Yeah, the Conan books are badass. And they're with respect to Howard, they're doing a great job over there.
Also, the illustrated like comic editions of the Bondi Sines for Elric.
Michael
Moorcock, dude,
I got the
the
first
arc
4.
is
I got to
freaking insane. I haven't read the book 4 yet. Or the
yeah,
new one.
it's very
Yeah.
Clive Barker-esque too, you know. And from my understanding, like Moorcock's all about it. He's like, yeah, I like the kind of leather and whatnot. You know, I was reading that in one of them.
It's like we don't appreciate that Moorcock is still alive. It's like all these legends are all dead, but he's still here, and we forget that he's still here.
I know, dude. I totally do.
Crazy.
I'm like,
Yeah,
he's
it's
still alive. Like Warhammer should owe like, you know how many people should owe that man money for his contributions that they just blatantly stolen?
Yeah, a
Like,
lot, dude.
George R. Martin.
Yeah, him.
No,
and
because
then
Martin has
Kowalski.
always loudly proclaimed that
Yeah.
I'm a fan. Clearly,
Yeah.
a
It's
fan.
not so bad. Like for me, I like just admit it. Just like if you're gonna take something, just say it. You know, like if I take shit, I just say it. I took it. You know.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna spin it a little bit. I'm gonna tweak it a little
The
bit.
Witcher is pretty egregious.
That's what I was gonna say. The Sapowski, ugh, you know,
It's
and then
not.
also-
It's honestly not as bad as what Warhammer did. It's not. Warhammer like straight lifted the story, didn't change almost anything.
Hmm.
Just
For
kept.
real?
Oh yeah, Warhammer
Definitely.
is like 18 properties plagiarized at the same time. That's why.
I know so little of the Warhammer lore. So and
Yeah, me
it's-
too.
There's so much of it there. So
Brother, I spent an average of 5 to 7 hours a day at that hobby shop because I was homeschooled and my parents were not getting a divorce, which they didn't, barely. But like for a year, my brother and I lived there.
yeah.
Like the manager was basically another dad for a while. That was so yeah. Also, there's nothing quite like 60 people, like guys between the age of 8 and 58 screaming WOG in the center of a mall with 18 tables lined up to play a big game. Nothing like it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I think we
See,
shook that mall. It was great.
I never got into it, but I liked all the miniatures that came with it. Does that make me weird?
No, that's half of why we all went in there.
I'm the
And,
same way.
yeah.
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 I don't know nothing
Yeah.
about it. I just thought the characters looked badass.
I thought, yeah.
I
And-
love the miniatures.
And see, the thing is, like with Warhammer, like I knew about it as a as a story concept before I knew it was a game.
Oh
Because
yeah.
I just remember seeing artwork for it. I was like, this is awesome. What is this?
Metal, dude.
What is
They've
this
had,
thing?
They've had some really good artists over the years.
Yeah,
Like
they have,
Warhammer
dude.
art goes really hard.
Yes.
Tremendously
Yep.
hard, some would say.
At one time, Dungeons and Dragons did too, but they kind of went the way of the
The fairies.
way.
The woke
They went from Wizards of the Coast to
Wizards! Oh my god!
Fabulous.
oh my god, guys!
The magic. What if the orcs weren't evil anymore? Oh my god.
Anyway, that's them. We all know it's true.
It's sad but true.
Look in your heart, you know it's true.
Fellas,
Oh.
I got to dip. I got to
See ya,
drive
Jack.
home.
Have a good
But-
night, man.
It's
He's a
good-
dirty, dirty.
Matt,
dipper.
it's
man.
good to meet you, man.
You too. Thanks for
Yeah,
putting me
more-
up on that werewolf show, man. I'm gonna check it out on my
Yeah, dude,
Instagram.
check it out. It's good times, man.
5 hours of free content from the 80s. Oh, I can't say no.
Oh yeah.
And I believe that was one of the, if not the last TV show that Chuck Connors ever did.
Oh,
Before he died, the
Okay.
Rifleman, Chuck Connors.
yeah.
All right, you guys have a good night, man. I'll talk to you guys later.
You too,
Night.
man.
That's my friend.
Peace out.
Good night, man.
He could hear it. He could hear it. Oh, I can't wait to work on the movie again next year. That should be fun. I get to play a small town cop and pretend like I can't say that joke anyway. He put me and the other funny guy on the crew together while we're trying to film the scene. So between each take for like 2 hours, we were cracking jokes and we had to stop. It was a problem. Just hours, he's like, dude, shut up. We're small town cops. I'm like, yeah, we're racist. He's like, yeah, hella racist. We beat our wives too. I'm like, all right, what's going on here, man? But it was a good time.
It's cool, man.
Who's this chick and why does she have fabulous big hair? Heyo.
I don't know. I just started scribbling.
She's like early 2000s skinny too. I approve. I approve. No, it's
Just going
fun.
with the flow, kind of.
What kind of psychedelic aquarium are you in, Maji, in Fallout?
Oh, this is my base. I made it.
You have rocks anywhere?
Hmm?
Oh, nothing. It's been a long night. Oh,
What
my
were you
main
playing,
Warhammer
Maji?
exposure is from Space King. Space King is great because it's basically making fun of modern Warhammer and all the
Oh, okay.
modernisms. And the problem is, like, there's so
that
there's so much coming out for Warhammer. Some stuff is great, and some stuff is complete shit.
I know
And-
that like they're making a movie or a TV show. I think. And what's his name?
I was about to
Cavill.
say, are they still making that TV show with?
I don't think they are,
Henry
dude.
Cavill?
I think he kind of got burned out because he's always fighting for keep trying to keep things gangster.
I think
That's
it
how it
is
was.
happening, but it's taking a while, and it's really hard to decide how to do it because whatever you do, it's going to take CG. That's the only way you make.
Yeah, you
a
have to
war.
do with CG.
There,
just
there-
by the
there's
big old
too
suits.
there are too many otherworldly
What?
elements.
Do you know
Yeah.
what though? Actually though, I don't know. Maybe no. Actually, you don't need to. I mean, look at Have you seen Fallout? The dudes with the big suits in there. You can do it that way. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, but like every environment is alien.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah. That's CG
yeah.
for sure. Unless
Like,
they do it like
Their
make a big-ass
spaceships are
arm.
giant cathedrals.
Oh,
They
that's
have
pretty metal.
candles alongside technology. They have the corpses of dead babies working as servants. It's
Oh, okay.
there's a lot going on.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's some CGI then. Yeah, definitely.
So
That alone.
People now are complaining. I'm like, Warhammer's been going off the rails for a while. I remember back in the day, right after I got married, so like 2013, 2014. Well, they were like, hey, we have some kids stories coming out for Warhammer 40,000. I'm like,
Kids.
what?
Yeah,
I'm
I
like-
don't know about that.
In the world where humanity where they're somehow the good guys in a galaxy full of monsters, but humanity sacrifices 1,000 psychic potential people a day to keep alive some cells of a dead ruler. Like that's just something they do every day. And like this is not that as a child, that was the appeal.
Look,
it was
look.
not for kids. It was for
I know
Yeah.
they made a Saturday morning cartoon of Rambo. That wasn't a good
Right.
idea either. But this is
and
what-
RoboCop. And Conan.
RoboCop.
They went to Conan as well.
Yep.
Conan's pretty good.
I didn't know they did that. Sure, it's
Conan the
hard to find.
Adventurer. It's on Tubi every now and then. It's on YouTube right now if you find it somewhere.
You know what I want to watch? That I was watching it as he was making it
Well,
on YouTube.
I'm just picturing
originally,
like a
but,
Warhammer
Primal.
Saturday morning cartoon.
Primal's the best show for me. The best show in the last 10 years. Full
It's
stop.
really, really solid, and it's like the art style is so like that's the guy who did Samurai Jack. That's where that comes from, and it's so good, dude. It's so good.
Yeah, and he does so many nods to Conan in there. And like Spear and Fang is the first Robert E. Howard story ever written. And it's a sword or it's stone and sorcery, So
There's every now and again I'll get to a point where I'm like, I've read every Howard thing, and then I'm like, I haven't read every Howard thing.
Well, they keep unearthing new stuff all the time, every few
That's
years.
the problem.
And then the Black, I don't know. Have you seen season 3 of Primal?
I haven't. I've only seen it. I saw it in clips before it was a real show. That's
okay.
That's when I
Yeah,
became
dude.
a fan. That was
It's
a while ago.
It's a great. For me. It's the best. It's best show in the last 10 years. My favorite TV show with Ash versus Evil Dead. Those are my 2 favorite shows, off the top of my head. But there's so many Howard isms and Conan isms in there. Nods like the people of the Black River. Like Beyond the Black River. They have the Black River in season 3. And I don't want to spoil it, man. Like it's so good.
Yeah, no, it's a good show. I just haven't. It's one of those things I haven't gotten around to.
Sit there with my bourbon and watch it and eat my Gouda cheese.
I have a strong image in my head.
I'm just like drinking my whiskey, and it was happening. Like I remember I first started watching it during the pandemic, dude. And like I remember going to work. I was working in the grocery stores, and having to deal with people like wearing the mask. It was pretty crazy, and no one was working either, But the grocery stores were what were they called? I forgot the terminology. Essential workers, yeah. And I had to carry a I had to carry a fucking little form in my car all the time just in case someone pulled me over. Felt like I was in a movie, like a John Carpenter movie or something. But I remember
I had as much fun with it as I could. Which
I made a lot of money, dude,
quite a
during
bit.
that time. The most money I've ever made in my life, because
there was opportunity there if you could seize it. Unfortunately, we're still feeling the negative financial effects from the entire world stopping work.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be that way. And then who knows what happened from everybody just being inside to the world, like the crust of the shifting off of the magma, inside.
I don't know, man. We took my company shut down for 5 days, and I said, you know what? How about we don't do this? Yeah, let's go back to work.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, and they saw me working, so they would slide me gift cards at work.
We didn't work for
buying whiskey, dude, every night.
A week or so, and then we're like, well, screw it. The governor's not paying for our bills. We're going back to work.
Oh, AO. So did your company shut down during COVID too?
Well, we're self-employed, and so we kind of had to do our thing.
I'm glad that I've been blessed to where, like, even where I'm at now, like, we're not going to get shut down. If it happens again, it's just not going to happen. And then the grocery industry, they always had to be open all the time. But dude, I was drinking whiskey the whole time. I didn't get COVID once. Everyone around me got it, So I think that was, I don't know. Maybe it was helping at the time.
It's so hard to say, but it's like, truth is, if you were under a certain age, the likelihood of you having a big problem, super small.
Plus, I had a good immune system. I had a badass immune system, dude. I had like 16 years of working around millions of people, every single day, like thousands of people going in and out of a grocery store. Yeah, you're going to be just around people. So nothing's really going to, but once you hit a certain age or things change, things change every 3 years, I bet.
Absolutely. Who is this? Who is this, AO?
I don't know yet.
It looks cool. It looks kind of like caveman-ish.
Yeah, a little bit of caveman. I felt a little bit of Frankenstein, but I didn't go with it yet.
Oh, the head shape for sure.
Yeah.
Which is weird because, like, if you read the OG novel, which is maybe the best classic novel,
doesn't it not look like the Universal at all? Like,
it's not even close.
It's just like a corpse, basically. It's just like a dude.
It's a dude. Yeah. It like, he's tall, but like,
yeah,
what tall back then was like 6 foot.
Right.
I know, right?
He's got green skin and black lips. Right there alone, in black hair, like you're already doing something different. That's why the Guillermo version is pretty close, but
iconic with the bolts.
There has never been a movie adaptation of Frankenstein that's proper, that's actually embodies the story from Mary Shelley's novel.
Netflix one is almost close.
It misses some fundamentals though.
It does, and then the weird chick relationship out of nowhere that wasn't in the book anywhere. But it's probably the closest I've seen.
Have you guys seen the Hallmark one with Luke Goss from Blade 2?
No.
That's the closest one, I would say. And that's how he probably got the role in Blade 2 and in Hellboy 2.
Hallmark presents.
Yeah, and it's got Donald Sutherland in it. It's got William Hurt plays Dr. Frankenstein. It's pretty close. That's like the closest one, but it's so like kind of.
I've never even heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like you get to a point, like I've said before, like Dracula's a genre now. Frankenstein is a fucking genre now. They're genres. So you get to a point where it's like, and neither of the two of those movies have been like done exactly to a T, like as the book. None of them have. And so we could just keep making them.
Well, it's like look in most depictions of Frankenstein. It's like he's this giant, like almost wizard-like scientist, crazy scientist, and a giant guy. I'm like, he was a tired college student.
Yeah,
this man.
He was a fiend. He was a freaking fiend.
He was someone who was really obsessed with his work. Igor doesn't exist.
He was basically Gene Wilder, like
yeah.
He's robbing corpses, dude. He was a fiend. He was obsessed, And
I love the prose.
I did like that in the Netflix one that they actually admitted that they were literally looting graves and stealing from people.
That's my
even though in the Netflix one it was based off of fake wars. It's still
Yeah, that's still my favorite one.
You can't steal from someone who's dead, right? Who won't?
I went and I saw that in the movie theater. Like I loved it so much. Yeah, I thought it was great. I really like the first part of the movie though. That's my favorite when he just goes in there and wrecks all the guys. I like the I like seeing, because never do you get to see the monster, the creature, like in that form, like kicking that much ass, you know.
Mhm.
And the way that the gags that they do, the fatalities, like winding that guy's arm up and he punches that guy and he just breaks him in half with one punch. He's just sitting there, you know. It's all in the beginning of the movie. Like in some ways, that's a good way to start a movie, but I think you got to kind of bring it back a little bit towards the end as well, you know, because he doesn't really do anything after that. Which,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, you don't have to. It's not really the point of it. I might be missing the point, but a little part of me is like, nah, I want a little, you know, a little more action at the end, maybe a little fight. But that he was gonna do, Guillermo was gonna do a straight up, you know, blow for blow like adaptation of the book. Like 20, he's been working on the movie for 20 years, and Doug Jones was supposed to play that version, and it was going to be heavily influenced by Bernie Wrightson's Frankenstein design. But
Yeah.
some stuff happened to him in his life. He got older, and he's like, "Nah, I'm gonna do my shit the way I want to do it." And I kind of understand where he's coming from. Sometimes turn into that father and son story, and yeah, it's a good movie.
Oh, someone was trying to, speaking of father and son story, someone was for a while was kept on trying to get me to watch Afterbirth or After Earth, that Will Smith and Jade sci-fi movie.
I just can't with Will Smith, dude.
Ugh.
There's just certain actors where I don't like their face, you know, or I'm just sick of them. I can't watch them, you know.
Well, don't watch Gemini. There's 2 of them.
Oh, okay. But I'm not saying that like I don't like his movie. Like I like that movie Bright. That movie was pretty good. I like David Ayer. But he gets on my nerves, man. Like there's just certain actors that kind of get on my nerves, you know. Like what's his name? You know who gets on my nerves? Vince Vaughn. You know.
Yeah.
He like what is it? Wedding Crashers and Old School. He was falling into these comedic type roles, you know, that were just kind of haha. Like
Couples Retreat is funny. That's a funny movie.
And sometimes he's funny, you know, but he kind of fell into that gap for like 10 years, you know, and then he found a way out, you know, with great.
Well,
with
that was like McConaughey. He was the heartthrob, like
yep. Yeah.
For,
you heard his story,
long...
right? You watched the interview, huh? With him?
Yeah. No, I've read his book. Yeah, he talks about it. He's like,
oh shit, you read the book? Okay.
He turned down like a $14 million paycheck for 2 months of work on another one of those films. That's
that's when you're an artist, you do that shit, you know.
Well, yeah, but like people were like he was typecast, and he had to escape it. So he you know how long he went without working?
Like 6 months or something.
Oh, no, a year. That's a long time in Hollywood. You're basically dead.
And that's what he was saying. He had like a farm, I think, at the time, and he was losing everything. And he was like, "No, I'm typecast. I'm getting all these fucking rom-coms." He's talking about getting all these rom-com.
He wasn't losing everything, but like career-wise, it was basically like a career death, essentially. Like he had other things going on. He owned like a music studio and a whole bunch of other stuff, but yeah, so he's never been inactive, but he wasn't acting, like working for over a year, and then he got the job on True Detective.
And I gotta watch all that. He's a good actor, dude. I like McConaughey.
Oh, also, there's some pretty compelling evidence that he and Woody Harrelson are brothers, like half brothers.
Oh, really? Yeah, I could see. Well, I mean, I can't see it, but they're buddies for sure, you know.
Well, like if you compare like certain features of theirs, very similar, but that could be anything. Like actors, a lot of people look similar.
They're definitely working together though. They're building a studio, like a collective for Texas, right?
Yeah, I heard about that.
They're also doing that in New Zealand too. Like Momoa, Cliff Curtis, and Taika Waititi are doing that too. They did a collective in New Zealand, a studio now.
I'm sorry. After watching freaking Taika Waititi's Thor, no. I don't care.
No. Yeah, his Thor was an abomination.
He destroyed Thor.
Destroyed it. And dude, like I was gonna say, even like Ragnarok, it's an entertaining movie, but it just totally like just killed like. Well, first of all, what they did to the Warriors 3, what Ella did to the Warriors 3, that's kind of what started it for me. Like there was no, like they just totally disrespected those characters as far as I'm concerned. Then
Thor Ragnarok managed to kill my favorite Marvel character and my favorite Hulk storyline in one.
That's what I'm saying, dude. They literally fucked Planet Hulk into one movie. Like, how do you do that? Like to jam it up into one movie, you know?
Well, they did an animated one.
Like 3 movies, dude. You know,
The animated movie's dope. Yeah,
yeah, that's what I've
The
seen. I never
animated
read the
movie
book.
doesn't
But,
count though.
yeah,
not in the
Excuse me.
Marvel timeline.
Well, no, if you look at like Marvel timelines, same with DC timelines, the animated movies is their own, technically like their own subgenre to the main movies. They don't actually tie those together.
they're their own.
Yeah.
They're their own universe, pretty much. Kind of
Yeah.
separate universe.
Well, I'd say Watiti's version wasn't exactly connected either.
Yeah, no, I'm still waiting for the new Marvel movies because they've committed to being bad at this point. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for them to come out with Squirrel Girl. I'm ready for the fat lesbian girl who controls squirrels and canonically in the comics saved the Avengers that way.
Have you been? Did you see any of the new Daredevil episodes? Have you been following that?
I haven't
They're
even seen
bad.
season 3. I haven't even seen season 3.
I haven't seen the episodes, but I've watched the trailers enough to know it ain't worth my time.
So I watched season 3. I thought season 3 was okay. It was, or well, I mean, technically season 4, right? So it was okay, but then this new season 2, sorry, Born Again, or season 5, whatever. I started watching a couple of them, but it's just been damn slow, and the action isn't filmed the same way. It's not as gritty, you know. Like we were talking, it's not like it's gritty like it was like the movie we watched tonight, right?
Yeah,
Where you could like the first two like was it episode 1 of season 1 and episode 1 of season 2, you know, where he's fighting the Russians in the very first season. That's badass, dude. The hallway fight, everyone always talked about it.
Yeah, I think that's
dude,
episode
the
4.
hallway fight is amazing.
Dude, that should be, dude, every season has to be that way. You need at least one episode like that, bro.
And they did for season 2 and season 3.
The bikers. Yeah, the bikers in season 2.
The stairwell scene in season 2 was tough.
And they have to be held to that standard. Same thing with Batman's
That
warehouse fight scene,
Punisher, the Punisher in the season 2 of friggin' Daredevil. That's probably the best version of Punisher I've seen.
Oh, period.
Yeah, he was way better in there than he was. And then so they had a decent episode in Born Again, you know, and like and he was just using an axe, just fucking pulls up. So that episode was pretty good. Like, Born Again season 1, I liked so far more than this second season, you know. And what is it? Kingpin has some brutal. Kingpin has some brutal kills in there. It's his most brutal kill in Born Again at the end. He literally squishes a guy's head together and it pops, you know, to mush, and it looks fucking real too. Spoiling.
I remember I was taken off guard first time watching season 1. It's like because he was so calm until he
so good.
bashed that Russian's head off with a car door.
Yeah,
I'm like, because up until that point there was no indication that he had that dog in him like that.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I watched. I'm like I'm like I was younger. I was like it's like 1 a.m. I'm like, next click. I need this. I'm still watching.
Oh yeah, dude. And that's up there one of the best TV shows. You know, like season 1 and 2 and 3. So
Jessica Jones was really good too. Like they had something going with Netflix's Marvel for a while. It's too bad.
And then this new one, it feels like they're trying to fix a lot of shit that was going on during the Awakening. So it feels like they're trying to fix a lot of shit, trying to rewrite stuff, trying to
pretend he was never in She-Hulk.
Yeah, there's that too. And they've already greenlit season 3 of this, from my understanding. But I'm definitely gonna watch it, like, because I did like season 1 of Born Again. It wasn't as good though as the other show, dude, but it did have some cool moments. The action's not as good, but the acrobatics and with the grappling hook and stuff, we didn't really get much of that in Netflix. We didn't get really none of that. We didn't get the comic booky shit.
We got a little bit of it, but not much. Like there's a scene in the end of season 2.
Yeah, you get a lot of that. You get a lot more of that now because they have that Disney money, you know. So you get a little more of that. That's cool. But it's definitely missing. It's definitely missing its balls.
There was this fight between Captain America and Daredevil in the comics. One of the coolest comic fights of all time.
Kind of should be, right? That'd be pretty cool.
At one point, they switched tools. I'm like, there's no reason for this to happen. I'm very happy it did.
You have to, right? You got to do that.
Yeah.
But it seems like the show came out. A lot of people didn't like it. Nerdrotic talked some shit on it, and then everyone forgot about it. I'm talking about the current seasoning. The current seasoning.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna finish watching it. But I did get a little bored with it, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
It's always been a bit of a slow burn. Not a bad thing, but it always has been a bit of a slow burn.
And they're kind of making what's her name, Karen. They're trying to make her a badass, you know. And it's in some degree, I don't really care because at the end of the day, it is a little comic booky. It's a little comic booky, you know. I'm not going to hate on it too much. So if you can, it doesn't have to be reality, bro. You know, all the time.
You know what happens to her in the Born Again comic?
She dies, right?
No, the Born Again comic opens with her in Hollywood. She went to Hollywood to be an actress. She didn't get enough work, ended up becoming a dope fiend and working on blue movies, so to say. And she just wants to get that next hit. And so for a little bit of dope, she reveals the identity of Matt Murdock as Daredevil. That's right. And that's how the beginning of the comic starts.
But I thought she got murdered or she died in there, right?
She might at the end. It's been a while since I've read it.
I think she got killed by Bullseye, and then they switched it now to Foggy gets murdered, right? Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, I'll check it out. You know, a lot of the times, a lot of the shit that I don't know. The thing too is like Fisk is the mayor now, and it's like, okay, he was mayor and Born Again. That's cool. I'm down with that. Let's have him be mayor for a season, but let's kind of take it away from him too, you know. And he's still mayor now at season 2 already. You know, I'm like, all right, dude, I'm down to give
the Trump allegories with season 3. I do remember that. I was like, you know what, I'm okay, guys. I'm really okay.
I don't even mind that too much though. Like I'm kind of down with that, and I always kind of saw him as like a Trump character, even on what was it? When he was in the Chrysler Building on the Fox. Yeah. I always saw him as Trump, even as a kid. My dad was like, "Yeah, I think they're trying to like that's." My dad was even saying that, you know, I think it's Donald Trump back in the '90s because Trump owned shit back then.
All of a sudden, when Fisk comes out, anyway, starts gesticulating with the hands.
Oh yeah, dude. But I don't know. I'm gonna finish watching that, and then there's the Punisher one shots coming out too. I'm kind of over that guy as Punisher, to be honest. I mean,
I like John Bernthal. I like that actor.
Yeah. He's a good actor, yeah. But I don't know. I mean, he's coming out in Spider-Man though as a Punisher as well. So I think that new Spider-Man movie might be pretty entertaining. We'll see. I heard the last one.
I liked the last one.
I heard the last one was dope,
but dude, No Way Home is a pretty solid movie. It's pretty and like it's a gimmick, but it worked. I liked seeing all 3 Spider-Man in the same movie. It was
comic books are gimmicks, bro. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, like sometimes they just got to be fun, you know.
But also William Dafoe brought his A game in that movie.
Did he?
He was commanding. Yes. He was such a good bad guy that he became a villain for Tom Holland's Spider-Man, not just Tobey Maguire's.
Oh, really?
Oh, bro! Some of his better recent
he brings out his Green Goblin laugh. Oh my gosh!
What pisses me off is like they never they had like the keys to the city and they never like fully committed to his Green Goblin. You know, like I would have just painted his face green and gave him a purple hat, dude, and maybe threw a fucking big thing on his nose, dude. You got it right there.
He's mostly maskless in this film, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the way they portrayed him as the Green Goblin in that No Way Home, in all honesty, I think that was the real Green Goblin. As much as I like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, well, okay, minus the third one, that him in No Way Home was how he should have been from the beginning.
Well, that's cool.
It's like he's resisting the Goblin. And at one point, like, there's a scene, like, basically, Tom Holland Spider-Man, he's gathered all the bad guys together, he's like, basically, I think I found a way to fix all of you guys, because you guys are all messed up. He fixes Doc Ock, like the neural inhibitor basically fixes it, so now he's back in control again. Like Electro, it's like, hey, we're gonna take that electric out of you, you'll be fine now. It's like, and with the Goblin, it's like, I think we have a serum that can undo the mental damage done by your serum. And it's like, but then there's something wrong in his spider sense. Like he hears this ringing in his ears. It's like he's walking around. He's like, he can't identify exactly what's wrong, but there's something wrong in his danger sense. And all of a sudden he webs William Dafoe's hand to something. And he's like, and then the smile comes on. He was faking being Norman again. He's like, clever trick, that spider sense of yours. And dude, it's so solid. Absolutely watch that movie.
I gotta check it out, man. Yeah, I just wish they would have like made him look like the Green Goblin though. Like and again, they should have casted him as a Joker. He's fucking perfect, dude. You know,
he has the right face shape. You know a waste
Hollywood. You
know a wasted opportunity. They made a live action Death Note movie.
Oh yeah.
And there's the demon god, one of the demon gods of death.
Yeah, I've seen that shit.
And I'm like, watching the show way back in the day, I'm like, as a cartoon, I'm like, this looks like William Dafoe.
Yeah,
it just does.
Move his face a little, you know.
And then they made the Netflix movie, and they cast him, and it's perfect.
Yeah, the voice
doesn't matter because the movie's trash, and it's in Seattle for some reason. I hate it.
Maybe he says something. He's like, okay, I know I look like the Joker. I know I look like the Green Goblin. But if I'm going to play the Goblin, he's going to have a helmet on. I don't want my face being, painted. If I'm going to play the Death Note, dude, I'm going to have to voice it. Okay? You're not using my face.
Leave my face alone.
Yeah, he's perfect.
I'm like, but sir, your face is perfect. It's perfect for
he's in the Eggers movies too, man. Eggers, he's like, you ain't going nowhere, buddy.
Oh, dude. He had the best lines in Nosferatu, bar none.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was F me. I wrote down some of those quotes. I'm like, I'm going to remember that later. Oh yeah, like that monologue about the cold light of science and how it doesn't actually illuminate the unknown. It just, it's great. But I think we're coming to the end, boys. It's been almost, boys and girl. It's been about 3 hours now. I love that AO has been transforming the art to the subject behind us. That's a true artist there. He's getting quicker with it too. Like since he started like doing this on the show for us, it's been a lot of fun to watch. His magnum opus is obviously me and AC recreating the Jurassic Park like breathing Triceratops meme. That's the best one by far. Oh wait, have you seen that one? It's my favorite one. I'll show it. It's good.
You just like the fact AC cuddling you, man.
It's so funny though.
Okay, so story time here. Kahuna and I went to a friend of ours, Drink with Crazy's place for a barbecue get together for a weekend, right? This is first time AC and him met in person, but I didn't know it was AC at first. So you see AC just run up and bear hug him out of nowhere. Like even Kahuna wasn't expecting it. He spills his drink all down Kahuna's shirt, and so Kahuna takes off his shirt without even thinking about it. We're all like, "Yeah, this is normal."
So that shirt it never came on the rest of the day. Yeah, that was like from 2 p.m. on.
It was too humid. It wasn't dry.
It was shirtless Kahuna for the rest of the day. That's what they got exposed to.
But yeah, that's how they first meet each other. Is AC giving him the biggest bear hug out of nowhere, and Kahuna's like,
dragon fruit vodka all over
my.
Here it is. Yep, this is it. AO is an impressive artist, but this is his magnum opus. This right here. Oh,
I'll be what I am remembered for.
Put this on my.
So that's why. That's why when I see this, I laugh my ass off because I've seen it in real life.
This is basically
not like this.
You witnessed it.
The little face.
Not like this, but yeah.
Oh yeah, AC's tall too. He's like 6 foot, 6'1". You know, people don't. But he's so slender. People don't think of him as tall. People think I'm going to be way bigger than I am, and then I'm like shorter than DP Riley, Daniel, and Daniel's just Bigfoot.
Daniel's a beast, man. He's tall.
He's a tall boy. He's one of them tall boys. But I think that's it. So yeah, guys, absolutely go and check out Mr. BATTMURK's beautiful, beautiful comic. His big, big, beautiful comic. We call it Hell War because war is hell, but we enjoy it.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely check it out. We have about a week until it closes, but guys, yeah, absolutely check it out. Thanks for recommending the movie. That was one of my favorite recent movies we've had to watch on here.
Oh yeah,
and it's an absolute pleasure. And AO, your art legendary as always.
You're killing it, man, with the art.
There you go.
Nice meeting you, man.
You too, man. Keep doing what you're doing. It looks great.
Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you, MAJI, for hanging out and making fun of me. That's why we love you. That's why you're here. It's great.
That's the best part. Come on.
Whenever you do the loading, whenever you switch cameras and the loading sign happens, it's a pupil right inside the Iron Sea's skull. You know, I don't know if you ever noticed that.
I haven't. That's some clever design. It was definitely on purpose. Not happen. Yeah, didn't just happen. Obviously,
I purposely did that just so you know.
Just like me, every time I drop my camera when I'm in the shower or when I'm live streaming, it's always an accident, guys.
I really wish I didn't know that. I'm so glad.
No, I've never. Now, to be fair, I'm joking. I've never dropped it while I was in the shower, but I have live streamed in the shower. An uncomfortable number of times. Yes.
You ever drink a beer in the shower, like a red?
I don't drink beer. I'm not a beer guy.
Most people aren't anymore.
Yeah, no,
I guess there's like
I don't like the fruity drinks either. I like vodka.
I like I have beer like occasionally like at barbecues or something like that. I don't really drink it anymore. But I do like I like whiskey, bourbon.
I like a good whiskey every now and again, but like if I'm just having a drink, I'll have like a vodka. Maybe I'll put a little Sprite in there. That's my drink.
Sorry, my happy drink is a good hot cocoa made with steamed milk.
An Irish hot cocoa, yes.
No. Just a hot cocoa.
I don't drink either. So.
Yeah, I don't really drink that much anymore, actually, either. Yeah.
It's fun because your old name was Metal Movies and Brewskis.
Yeah, and I was started like most beers, like IPAs, I was getting allergic to them, dude. So I was like,
oh no,
I'm gonna chill out. And there's certain beers I can have that, like wee heavies and stouts, they weren't really giving me allergies. So those are cool, but I don't know. Kind of just stick to the whiskey now if I'm gonna have a drink. Good whiskey.
It's not bad. We my family, they had this old. Well, they thought it was tequila, and I took a drink. I'm like, this is like whiskey. What is this? How old is this? We've had you guys. I think they got it down in Mexico like maybe 12 years ago, and it's like it tastes like a sweet whiskey a little bit.
Huh. I wonder if it's I would say mezcal, but it doesn't really sound like
one. No, it's a dark liquor. Mm. It's really different. I don't know what. Maybe it's not safe to drink, but oh well, here we are. All right, guys, but it's been a blast. Thank you for coming. Now,
thank you.
The outro. Ladies
and gentlemen, I will see you aboard the Iron Seas next Tuesday at 6:30 PST, the Lord's time. Get your squelly bag bottoms onto that ship. We have lots of seamen, lots of people, and beautiful stories to tell aboard the seas. Thank you for coming. Woo!